Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what amazing news I have for you. Right off the bat, I want to start off with the news. But first and foremost, welcome to Court Battle League's presentation of Champions Legacy Tournament Series, the Apex Legends setup right now that we got going on for you guys. We have an amazing Battle Royale tournament series where people are trying to qualify for the championship, and they are doing really great, showcasing their skills and their abilities. On top of that, our community, pro players, predators, new players, young players, old players, everybody is getting involved and doing some amazing stuff. And man, I am excited to be able to bring this to you guys right now. We're about to introduce myself and then go along. Let's take a quick trip so you can see exactly what we have going on. That is right. You are here on Court Battle Leagues, bringing you the best esports across the world. An independent solo person taking over the industry as usual. You guys know we do the best for any game that we decide to do. Why? Because we choose the games that we love and care about most. That's right. We do not host tournaments for games we don't like. And guess what? We love Apex. I fell deep in love with Apex all over again in season 7 and season 8. Just took me to another level. The esports scene is the healthiest it's ever been, the best we've seen. And man, oh man, we have had some amazing events so far. Literally only 5 weeks ago, we started off bringing you the best we can, and it just keeps escalating to a new level, taking it to another level right now. I want to show you guys the official announcement on what is happening. And I'm excited about this because this is the reason I started doing these tournaments. I said I want to host arena tournaments. And guess what, folks? Take a look right now. We're officially announcing Champions Arena Legacy. That will be for the community, all free to join. And it's going to be a tournament series, the first of its kind. You're going to see it first on Tuesday when I run scrimmages for our community. Everybody's welcome to join. We're going to have multiple servers. Everybody's going to be battling against each other. We're going to see who really is the best team one-on-one. This is not a battle royale. This is arena. You're going to see top tier teams. You're going to see blowouts. You're going to see comebacks. You're going to see insane stuff in a concentrated arena. That's right. Private arenas are coming to Court Battle League's events. Starting on Tuesday, we'll have our scrimmage, and then Wednesday, all day long, at least 6 hours, I will give you my time of tournaments starting off. So get involved, head to our Discord, sign up right now. I opened up a channel just for this announcement. I still haven't put all the details, but if you're excited for it, go ahead, get in there. You're gonna see things like this graphic that I made very quickly. Could be your team versus another team. Right now I have Team Pathfinder versus Team Valkyrie, two of my favorite legends right now. And man, oh man, it'll be exciting to have your team featured on these events going forward in the future. It is going to be bananas. But I don't want to talk anymore, folks. I think enough has been said. I'm going to start up this official tournament so you guys can know what is happening here. If you take a quick look, this is our format. It is called Match Point. Teams are trying to get to 50. How do you get there? Well, placement points, as you can see here. The higher you place, the more points you get. On top of that, your kill points will go into multiplier effect each round. First round is 1 point, second round is 2 points, third round is 3, etc., etc. We're gonna make it quick. We're gonna talk fast today because I'm so hyped for arenas. We can't wait. Let's fast forward to arena tournaments. But that being said, it is happening, folks. We got a lot all next week doing these battle royale tournaments and the arena tournaments. I'm pretty much giving up my whole week to Apex Legends Esports for you guys, and we're going to keep on building as we go forward. We hope that you enjoy what you're about to see today. These teams are serious, amazing, and we have a lot of teams we know and love. And guess what? I love it when new teams come in and I have no idea about, when I have never seen them perform before and I don't know what to expect. That to me is exciting, because you have a chance to see some incredible combat and aspects through the game. That being said, enough is enough. Let's not talk anymore. Check this out right now. As you could see, we are in World's Edge and we're checking out a brand new team, the O4KO. And this is a brand new team. I have not much to say about them. We're going to take a look around and just read some of these names as they drop. We'll check out where everybody's dropping in a second. ADES, another team. ACM, we've seen them perform yesterday. So interesting stuff. Supermen are back in effect. Then we have TFP, who's been around and they're about to make a name for themselves today. I feel like they really want this win. Kill Switch, an amazing name that we know about. DIP in the building. Team Kings coming forward right now. Look at this, dropping on some purple. So far, so good. And then Forever, one family, a duel of brother and sisters coming together. Haunted United and UMP. Oh my goodness, are you serious? UMP is in the building, guys. We've seen them perform extremely well, and this is going to be insane to be able to watch these guys and taking it to the next level. They've already been top tier material in the past 3 events that they've played in, consistently being in the top 5, having a chance to win it all, but not getting there just yet. So interesting stuff. And of course we got Fuego, another team who's came through and performed decently last tournament, which was yesterday. We've had back-to-back tournaments, and man, oh man, it's been a blast. Hey, I like this team's name. I'm just gonna call them hey. We're just gonna have a little fun today. I'm loose a little bit because I'm feeling really good about Arena's tournament. It got me very excited. Oh my goodness, look at what we have here. SOP already in the fight, already trying to push the pace, trying to get some work done. Win or lose, this team right here has been very well performed, and they just have some great guys on their team. We're going to see what they can do overall right now. They're in the middle of a fight, but they decided to back off a little bit, going up against ADES. We're just going to call them AD here. And it's one of those positions where there's multiple teams, actually 3 teams. ACM, AD, and then of course SOP, all in the same vicinity. It's looking like SOP stepped off and they just gonna allow AD and AC to fight. We're gonna see A, B, C, D, E, F, G, whatever you feel like you want to be. And right now, on top of this, Kill Switch is right above them for 4 teams all in one location, getting real dangerous very quickly in this tournament. And that's what you want to see if you're a viewer. Our job is to enjoy the action. That's all we care about, isn't it? And I'll be honest, as a caster, that's what I want to see. Of course, I love strategic play, smart placement, smart movement, smart rotations, good strategies, you know, holding high grounds. This is the quality of Apex, but there's nothing like a little bit of fun, interesting combat, quick pushes when necessary. And at the moment, they're taking it easy. Everybody's starting to back off, and that is okay with me. Speaking of okay, we got R99 in the building. These guys were in a tournament today that I helped provide for Blowback Lady. We had our private servers and helped her manage and run that event. And these guys were right there, number 3 or 4, when they were competing, pretty much in the thick of it all, doing really well. So big props and respect to them for their ability to showcase some skill. And they've been in our events before. And checking out Expo, the team I've never seen, but hey, you never know what you're going to get out of these new teams that pop in. Expo was also in today's earlier tournament, and they competed very well. And these are the type of teams that you see compete in other events, and then you wonder, can they handle these players that we have in our setup? And a lot of these top teams have won. Over 6 teams already beat one in our tournament and advanced to our majors, which we'll talk about a little later. And as of right now, I like what I'm seeing from Bangalore, dropping her ultimate on a defensive move to not allow this team to push. Now the team that's pushing has to commit and get inside, and they will have to take this fight. And they're doing a really good job right now. SOP wiping the house right now. Espo only has 1 player alive, and he's trying to finish. And there it is, SOP. As I said, one of the teams who returned consistently, taking out a brand new team. And this is a different type of breed. But look at this, UMP, another great team that we've talked about already, showcasing that they can third party very well, trying to push this pace for SOP, and SOP getting out of there. Smart move. And like I told you guys before, over and over, sometimes moving away, finding a new position will get you the right survivability for this match. And right now, SOP just trying to stay alive. They got bum rush in the middle of that third-party situation, but so far so good for them. It looks like UMP is not going to drop down there and give up their high ground. They want to try to pick them off and grief them from far. And pretty interesting stuff. I like what I'm seeing by them. Be careful here with your UMP. It's a very long, extended fight, and the issue with having extended fights is that other teams can come in and also third party you, so you never know what you're gonna get in these type of scenarios. It is always deadly, and it's always tough. And right now, I'm liking UMP deciding, hey man, let's push these guys. These guys can't handle us, and being very confident in their situation. And oh my goodness, UMP being very aggressive here, and we'll see what they can do here. I like this aggression. A lot of times teams play too passive in tournaments because they're afraid they don't want to lose, you know, making the right decisions. But sometimes you got to take a stand. And right now, I do believe SOP has to take a stand and just fight this off. There you go with the Gibby bubble, using his Mastiff. Can he get it? And he does get one down. Can he finish this off, guys? He gets taken down. Now it's a one-on-one. And look at this, SOP with the finish. Great stuff right there. Shout out to Bloodhound putting it down, breaking ground like a bunch of fat people jumping around. Bad joke, bad joke. That being said, we're doing really good for SOP. They did lose a player, but hey, they geared up. They fought a fight. They got some kills. They're going to score some points, and that is better than nothing. And so far, we have 17 teams at the moment with SOP sitting pretty. R99 looking for some action. They are comfortable where they are. And then we got Daddy-O. Daddy-O trying to make a move. They've been in our tournaments before. They've performed very well. I like what they've done. And who knows if they're going to take it up a notch and actually end up in the top 5 or even win it all. You never know these things. Some great teams and great players. Speaking of great teams and great players, the Minty Maniacs are legitimately on the prowl. These guys have been so impressive, and we thought they would have won it all multiple times because for each event they've reached match point, and they pretty much could have won it. One of the last teams alive being able to take it out, but they didn't get the finish. And this is where match point is the best, because sure, you can get a lot of kills, score a lot of points, but can you win? Battle Royale isn't all about kills. This is about placing number 1 first overall. You got 19 teams against your team. You have 57 players against your team, and man, you gotta be ready. And it's a great thing that you see from teams like this that perform very well. And as you can see, they're relaxed and they're taking their time doing what they have to do. Speaking of that, we're going to head over to AD as they get into a fight right now against Superman. Superman try to prove a point that they are super, and they are men. And we got to get a super women team if we can. Somebody go ahead and make that. We'll appreciate it. As of right now, Supermen doing a good job taking out 2 players, griefing very hard. And actually, speaking of griefing, ACM is also griefing right now. So there's 2 teams pushing up on AD, and he's got to get out of here. He's all alone, and he's going to probably allow Superman and ACM to get into a fight as they try to take this loot that they just gathered from taking out AD's teammates. It's looking like Supermen are gonna recharge and regroup, and they're doing a really good job here with the Loba. One of these plays that it's very intelligent if you could play with Loba in the last critical minutes when nobody wants to rotate and you're just holding a position. You throw out a Loba, can gear up on all the def boxes, and it just changes the pace for you drastically. So I love it when I see a Loba. Of course, doesn't mean that it's gonna work out for you. It just means you have an advantage when it comes to looting up and not worrying about heals, ammo, even swapping shields faster with the Loba. And of course, she's not the most popular pick, but it is a fun way to play, and it does make things convenient and a lot easier for you. Swapping a shield in the middle of a fight with the Loba is a strategy that I don't think a lot of average players even know is smart and the right way to go. So we'll see what happens here, and I do believe it's looking like Slump sees an enemy, but they don't want to take this fight right away. They want to try to get a little closer and hold it down. I love the fact that I'm seeing a Wingman. It's one of my favorite guns of all time. That and the Peacekeeper. It hasn't been as popular when I played, when it was season 1. It's actually season 0. Before there was a season, I played this a lot. And here we go. Slump is seeing another team also behind him. So this is kind of tough. You don't want to be in that position where a team is rotating in on you and another one's behind you. So we'll see what they can do. They're looking to rotate themselves. They got to get in the circle and try to hold their ground somewhere decent. And at the moment, it's okay to play it safe, guys. We've seen it before where top teams won't get a lot of kills to start off. If you hold your position and play placement, you're going to get kills at the end. You'll get 2 or 3 kills as far as 3 teams just from holding your positions. There's always going to be a fight for you. There's, you know, a small map. You're stuck in a map. And right now it's looking like we're going to call them 4K. Team 4K trying to make their way in. And I don't like when you don't have a lot of life left and you're out in the ring and there's a team going to push you. This can be very dangerous. As you can see right now, 4K about to get hit pretty hard from Daddy-O. Daddy-O scanning and trying to look around and see what they can do. 4K has the first shots off, so it does help you when you can get a couple shots off to push a team back just a little bit. And it's looking crazy right now because there's multiple teams in this area. Looks like ACM definitely trying to get in on this fight. 4K not alone. Multiple teams right here on top of them, so they got to be very careful. Try to reposition, and as you can see, the only reposition player that they have is Wraith, and she's really great to be able to get you out of any place with her tactical and ultimate at the same time. You can do something special, and as of right now, she wants to try to probably use her porter to get them right into the next ring or push them away from this fight, or it looks like they want to take it, and I would probably take that at this moment because they got one player hurt. And they're going to do so. Breaking the door down, a dangerous task, but it's possible. And here we go. Oh my goodness. 4K coming in with the wingman shots. I'm loving these wingman shots. And man, they only got one player left. It's looking like AC's about to wipe. And they do great stuff by ACM. And right there, these guys are on fire, folks. I'm talking about top tier stuff. You gotta love what you're seeing from ACM. Of course, they're not in the ring yet and they want to get there, but man, oh man, they have performed very, very well. And that's the type of stuff you want to see. ACM with 4 kills at the moment. And of course, they can stack that puppy up and continue to take over the globe with this type of play that's going to help them succeed. Speaking of succeed, we're going to take a look. There's a lot of action on the other side. We're gonna take a look right now. As I say it, R99 just getting nasty right now, wiping these teams, and we're gonna give you guys a quick look at the map at the same time so you can see what we're seeing here. Pretty close quarters, everybody's tight, and it's gonna get very, very real right here on this 4th ring. Once it starts up, everybody's gonna be pressured. And what I like about this area, and this is where this battle royale system, depending on what characters you pick, you know, Gibby being able to survive all of the aerial strikes or just any type of bombardment, even if they're out in the open. And this looks like the map will have a lot of open areas, so you're gonna see a lot of action soon where teams won't have many places to hide, and it's gonna be a madhouse. And speaking of madhouse, the Minty Maniacs, and I wonder where that name came from. We're gonna have to interview these guys in the coming future. Minty Maniacs trying to find their way, and who knows what they could do. They're ratting it out deep in this corner, but they got only 1 minute before it closes. And it's interesting because other teams are playing the center for the most part, but they have to rotate deeper in. As you can see, the Paper Chasers are right outside the circle. AD is also outside the circle. It's looking like everybody's on the edge of the circle trying to find their way in, and there's not a lot of places to hide. I actually like it when it's like this. I know people will probably disagree with me, but this kind of just shows sometimes the strategy and what characters you pick, whether it's Gibby to help you survive bombardments or other characters that can help you teleport in like Wraith. You know, there's so many ways you can go about this scenario to get yourself into the circle. Valkyrie to get you up and over everything and see where everybody is. She can be very critical for the situation, and it's gonna get nasty before we even get the circle closed, because people have to make their moves and find their ways into this scenario. And as of right now, everybody's just thinking about it. How are we gonna do this? This is kind of an ugly ring, and they're having a discussion. How do we figure this out? What do we have to do? I don't know, man. This is tough, man. We're gonna get it. And that's where, personally, I really love it, because it creates tension. And now everybody's figuring it out. I'm liking where the Kings are. They're sitting very comfortable in the circle, dead center, and they pretty much might have this game when it comes to positioning go. But of course, a team can easily get up there and surprise them and push them off of that center also. We're going to see a lot of rotations happening right now, right before the ring closes, the last 20 seconds. It's going to get nasty for these guys, and we're doing good. Shout out to everybody watching on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and all of the various places. We have a couple hundred right now enjoying this. We thank you very much. We will in the future be streaming on one outlet, getting partnered on something like Twitch or YouTube, or the big guys. We want to do it, but all you smaller places, thank you so much. And let's see what happens. This is about to get very real. And as we spoke, Minty Maniacs losing a player already, and now they're just holding their position, and that's a tough loss right there in the final ring, when you know you want to get in on there and try to survive this fight. Okay, so round 5, you got a team right above ACM, and they're ready for the action right on top of them. And Daddy-O is about to get in on there. They're on the opposite side. It is gonna get crazy. And at the moment, ACM just trying to be patient with Daddy-O right next door. Looks like they're not gonna fight each other. They're in the same building right next door. And I like it. Like I said, Kings are very comfortable. They actually don't even have to fight. They can hold this position for the whole game if they really wanted to, and pretty much solidify their spot as the best of the best here. And it's easier said than done. Of course, you get them patient when you're up here and you want to try to take over and do something spectacular for your team. You don't want to give the other team a chance. And it's looking like SOP is getting upset at this griefing from Kings, and they want to get into the ring and try to clear them out. And we'll see what happens right now. It's everybody's going to bump heads here, guys. As you can see, a lot of open field. This is a very difficult situation. You don't want to be in this type of scenario ever. And I personally love this scenario because it's for us, the viewers. This is just for us. And if you want to see the action as it kicks off, R99 trying to survive the fight. Can they do it? looking good. Some nice hip fires right here, and they did not get it off on time. Looking like SOP's clearing up shop right there, but guess who's right behind them? It's Paper Chasers cleaning up. SOP doing a good job right there for the third party. And man, oh man, it is gonna get real. SOP still has 2 players, and they're looking to try to push. Paper Chaser getting taken down by Kings from above. Kings dropping down from their best position. Oh my goodness, why would you leave? That would have been perfect to stay up there. And Kings dropping down, top tier material where they were, and they're just comfortable where they are, and they're gonna hold their position. And we don't know why they dropped down, but I'm guessing they really feel confident and they want to try to finish this game as quick as possible because they know there's only 5 teams left, and it's gonna get nasty here in a minute for these final teams. But man, oh man, we have some spectacular stuff. If you take a quick look into our overview here, you're gonna see that there's still teams below just trying to survive the scenario. And they're gonna have to get deep into the center for this next fight right now, and it's not looking pretty for the teams inside the buildings, because Kings are literally just waiting for them to come out and play. So speaking of that, we're going to take a look at Kings and see if they can finish this off from that high up there. I like where they are. They're confident and comfortable. The ring will close on them, but they will have the high ground for the rest of the match if they can keep it at this very moment. Looking at that, SOP's the second team at the highest position, dead in the corner, trying to grief everybody on that side of the map and hopefully stay alive as the ring closes up on them. They're about to get caught in this if they don't find a way in to the center. And man, SOP getting taken down by Daddio. Daddio, 1 player left, and they get taken down. It's only 3 teams left. ACM swapping shields, trying to get the work done. 2 on 3. They're gonna revive here, but Minty Maniacs looking like they want to get in on this action. And look at this, a nice ratting position for Valkyrie. Somebody take notes here. Take notes on this beautiful ratting position. That is amazing stuff. And right now, Minty Maniacs trying to survive. They go down in 3rd place. It's King versus ACM for the finale. Let's see what these guys have. Look at this. Kings up top, trying to take over, doing what's right, making it happen. And they're going to drop down for the fight and finish this off. And here it is. Oh my goodness. 1 player down in Kings, 1 player down in Aces. It is 2 players down in Kings. It's looking like a 1-on-2. Can they ace finish it? And they do. ACM with the finish. Spectacular stuff right here. That was brilliant and exactly what you want to see from these teams. Man, oh man, we had a great first game. Congratulations to ACM. Of course, just so you guys know, don't get it twisted. This is not over. We are just getting started. We're going to go ahead and break down how the format works. And we're going to also explain to you what is this tournament. It's a qualifier right now so you can get into the majors, and then from there we will have everything going forward. Take a quick look. Welcome to Apex Legends by Court Battle League. We have a tournament series where everybody is invited to join. Whether you're PC or console, you can enter these tournaments and have a chance to advance and get into our championship series. The tournament is based off of you guys. We have events every single week for you to enter for free right through our Discord. Head over there, check out the information. Feel free to contact me, Mag Gamer, and I will gladly help you out on how to get involved with this amazing community. And these tournaments have been a blast to organize and cast. So you're looking at the roadmap for our tournament series. The roadmap has many dates. Every single week we will have tournaments. So we don't have these dates here for you, but if you head to our Discord, you can check out our schedule and see when you can enter in our next events. These events are community events, meaning everybody is welcome to join. From here, you will be entering to compete to get into the majors. Just to take a quick look, closer look, these community events are for everyone, and they have a chance to enter into our majors. The details about our community events are pretty simple. It's open to the public. Players can sign up and compete and hope to make it through this qualifier so that they can get into the majors. You wonder what the majors are. These are where only the top teams are able to enter. So once you win the community events, you will automatically be entered and advance to the majors. Majors will have an invite-only process. Moving on is after you make it into the majors, if you can win that, you will go into the championship rounds. These rounds are amazing with top tier teams and players. Only the best of the best and the winners of our majors will be able to compete in the championship rounds. This is going to be something that Core Battle League is excited to bring to you guys, and we can't wait to see who gets crowned the Champions Legacy. Taking a step back and looking at all of the roadmap, you, the community from here, will have a chance to compete in our tournaments to get into the majors. The majors will be announced sometime in July, and we will have you guys ready to go for the championships in August. So far, it's been an exciting time, and we have a lot more in store for you guys with this event, and we hope you enjoy our tournaments as they go on. This video will be used for the community to understand exactly what we have to offer. Once again, everybody is welcome to join these. They are every single week. They are free on every platform. If you have any questions, head over to the Discord, get all the information you need, and join us as we enjoy Apex Legends together. As your commissioner and your caster, this is Mad Gamer thanking you, and we hope you enjoy. Let's talk format. Apex Legends Champions Legacy Tournament Series has a very unique format. It is called Match Point, a system that Respawn themselves created for their tournaments. We decided to take that format and add some extra twists to bring more excitement for the community. I'm going to break it down into details to help you understand exactly what to expect. 20 teams will enter into our private lobbies to play Battle Royale. Teams will be facing each other to reach and score 50 points. Once they reach 50 points, that threshold makes them eligible for a chance to win the next game. The way they get to 50 is through placement points and elimination points. Placement points are as follows, as you see on the screen. First place gets 12, second gets 9, third place gets 7, etc., etc. Elimination points are where we add multipliers. The first round, each kill will be 1 point. On the second round, it'll go up to 2. In the third round, it'll go up to 3. As you can tell, each round will boost the number of points you get per elimination, adding more excitement. When a team does reach 50, when they reach the threshold for match point, they are eligible to win the whole game. But the only way they can win is if they place first place after reaching 50. So your team wants to get high placement and as many kills as possible to make it there. The exciting part is, as the rounds progress, kills are worth more points, and they will give other teams chances to catch up if they can perform well. There can only be one winner in this tournament. This isn't a highest score match. This is who can reach 50 and then become first place winners of the next match after reaching 50. This is the format, and we hope you guys enjoy today's tournament. So be careful. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. We are officially started with game 1 in the books, and my gosh, we got ACM. I'm not sure what it stands for, but I'll take an AC because, you know, be hot out here sometimes. And we got them as number 1 overall with 25 points. Then right under them, Team Kings. We've seen this team a lot. Rosie coming over to the tournament and played multiple times, and they are back with a vengeance with 14 points right underneath. Understand, these points right here are very important as the game progresses. The multipliers kick in, and you're gonna start seeing a lot of stuff from different teams. Right now, underneath that, number 3, Daddy-O with 13, SOP with also 13, Minty Maniacs with 10, Paper Chasers with 6, and actually 4K and R99 both have 6 as well. And that is Slum with a 3 and DIB with 3 also. So we have a lot of teams right next to each other, tied up. And guess what? That don't matter. You know why? Because the next round really gets wild. The next round, you're going to see the multiplier starting to kick in, and it's gonna open up the door to everything. So we're gonna see how that works, and hopefully we get the good stuff going from these guys right now. I'm very excited and thrilled to bring this to you guys. So everybody watching, pay attention as we know what is going down as we go forward. I'm going to give you guys a quick break on that and let you see the news, which right here, we're doing Arenas Championship, Arenas Legacy. Pretty much a tournament series just like this one, but for private arena matches. Okay. So we are sitting lovely, and it's going to be good. And man, oh man, we're going to get started on the next round and next game going forward. Good luck to everybody playing. We hope you guys are enjoying this. And for those watching, I'm sure you're enjoying it. The first game was very real as far as the skill levels from these players. It was some really great plays, some great positionings. I liked where Kings were for a big portion of the match. They got to keep second place because of that placement where they were as far as positioning on the high ground in the center of the map, very comfortable, doing the right thing, and it's been properly done. And man, oh man, I love it. I love when I see that from these players. And guys, we're gonna get into very shortly this next round 2. Make your predictions right now. Who do you think is gonna win? For me, I like to see a game 4 and 5. Maybe I've never seen a game 6 in our tournaments just yet. Teams took care of business 5 or less. So that just means we have top tier material for players and teams just knowing how to get it done and get the wins. Never seen a game 3 win either. So this is a, we'll see what happens on this next run. It feels like a more balanced lobby. It's not drastic scores where people are scoring 60 in one match on the first game. So let's check out the lobby. We're in Kings Canyon, my personal favorite, and man, oh man, who knows how this is going to work out. To me, King Canyon's open field where rotations are harder in this map than most maps, in my opinion, when it comes to playing competitively. So we're going to see what is happening when it comes to that. Speaking of that, man, we have all of these great teams in here prepared to go and making it happen as we go forward. Personally, I would drop at map room to be exact. As you guys know, that's my favorite place in this map because you get to figure out where everybody else is. But there's nothing like going to these capacitors and trying to charge your ultimates very quickly. And I like Slump. Right now they're using Revenant. I'm actually going to announce right now to the public. Y'all can judge me and cancel culture me right now, but Revenant, I'm gonna play Revenant for the rest of next week. Pretty much all next week I will be playing Revenant. He's going to get a buff on his climbing, and he's gonna get his own heirloom. There's a lot of good stuff happening with him. I just want to enjoy him because he's funny and wild to play when you do get to play with him. So I personally am gonna have fun with him, regardless if you want to judge me or not. That's a different conversation. But man, oh man, he's gonna be cool to run with, climbing so high up anywhere he wants pretty much in the map, almost unlimited, almost to the point of almost unlimited. So very exciting stuff from him. And right now all 20 teams are sitting comfy at the moment, and that's what you want to see. Not a lot of action yet. Of course, people will end up bumping into each other as the ring closes. All the looting stops and it turns into action jackson, baby, and we're gonna see the action. And for me, you know, I like that ACM is rocking crypto right now. That means they're gonna have the intel. The best intel in the game is from crypto. While he might not be the best legend usage wise for most, he's a very intelligent player, someone that very skilled players can use him properly and a team can win big. We've seen it in the ALGS. That is our example where the pros play. But even in other tournaments, you know, he excels when he's on the right hands. So big props to ACM, who's also in the lead. So that goes to show you they're in the lead and using a crypto. That is exactly what you want to see from top tier teams, knowing how to play. So a little bit of a mixed bag as you see Killswitch sitting here with a fuse. Why is that important? Because guess what? He's not used that often. And the fact that he's being used right now, and you look at this comp, very unique for Killswitch. You have Fuse and Loba together in one team. So that is super interesting. And I want to take a moment here just to talk about it. We have the incredible sibling duel of Forever One Family, young bucks that are not even in their teens yet, running up in this tournament with their mom's permission, of course. And they're going to compete to try and win it all right now. I say everybody in the chat root for Forever One Family. Type that into the chat. One fam, Forever One Fam. It's an amazing name for a group of kids who are pretty good. If you've seen these guys in action, they played in our tournaments before. They scored some points and got some work done. And now they're back at it for the first time in a couple weeks. And we're going to see what they have. And pretty interesting to say the least. And right next door to them, Paper Chasers right around the corner. And this is a dangerous zone that they're in right now. Honestly, the most dangerous zone in Kings Canyon is Cages, where they're at. Why? Because it's such an open field and everybody in the map can rotate in to this area. So the moment you start a fight, you will be in one quickly. As I say so, Paper Chasers taking down one of Forever Family's players, and right now hurting pretty bad. Forever One Family's trying to survive this scenario, and it's looking like the brother and sister are the only ones alive. And they get taken out right there. But man, that was a quick hit. As I explained, that cage area is extremely dangerous. Anybody can rotate in 2 seconds. And it's such open field, and we've seen it right before our eyes. And now we are moving along into something special with the team to beat right now. Everybody wants to take their heads off. They have 24 points at the moment, sitting pretty. I'm sorry, 25 to be exact. 25 points, and all they want to do is continuously place high to get their 12 points for number one. And then, of course, getting kills. Just to remind everybody, this second game will be a multiplier. 2 points per kill. and it keeps escalating. And the reason we do this is to escalate the tournament, to have a tournament finish within a 3-hour window. And this is how I designed it specifically, to have more fun, an exciting event, and then be able to host more events for you guys next week, just so I can announce it ahead of time, which I haven't done. We'll do after this event. Pretty much going to start doing 6 to 8 hour events. It's going to be big, which means you're going to get multiple tournaments in one day and some arena tournaments as well. So we're going to have a mixed bag of different things, and we'll see how it works and what's best for the community. We want to kind of make sure you guys get your ability to play, but then also us having a comfort zone. This week we gave you 4 events back to back to back. When I say we, me and See the One You Envy, she's the backbone when it comes to scoreboards and being able to maintain those scores and the integrity for everybody to enjoy. As you can see, the displays and things like that. And speaking of displays, we'll give it a look so you can see the scoreboard while we watch ACM also, and multiple teams trying to survive their scenarios. Minty Maniacs on the top left, and then ACM on the bottom right. And you can see these scores here from See the One You Envy. Very proud of what she's done. I was surprised she volunteered for this, and she's not only volunteering now, she's become the boss lady of this whole thing when it comes to the scores and maintaining order for the players, making sure they submit their scores and we have everything in line. So big respect to her. But we're going to keep it pushing, and we want to build a big team. So of course we'll bring in some people and get you guys acclimated to the situation. And speaking of acclimated, right now SOP deciding to get away because they could see that there's some heat in this area, and it looks like they're about to take that heat right now. Ladies and gentlemen, SOP versus ACM. And man, SOP needs these points right now. There are 13 points right now overall, and they're about to get in and try to wipe out ACM. It's looking like a one-on-one right now, folks. It's about to go down. Who has it? We're gonna find out right now. And speaking of who has it, look at this. Paper Chasers coming in for blood, wiping out team after team. Amazing third party. What a beautiful push right here. SOP only 1 player alive, and they're just trying to survive this situation. I don't know if they can, man. Paper Chasers doing a really good job, and they're in 6th place overall right now. With this wipe here, they're gonna do really good to score more and get into some action. Both ACM surviving, 1 player surviving, but man, it's not good when you get 2 players down and you have to basically pray that you can get placement at least and try to get a miracle win at the end. I've done it plenty of times, but after 1,000 games, I can probably say I've only soloed a win early when my team dies early about 20 to 30 times. I don't know how many times I actually played, but the percentage is low. For the times where I've been able to carry all the way through a whole game and then finish it off, taking out every team left. And man, great stuff right there by Paper Chasers, doing the right thing, third partying at the right time. In the middle of the fight is when you third party, and they showcased it right there. Even surprising me as a caster, I didn't expect them to pop up, but they definitely did. And look at this. As I explained to you guys, Crypto can do some work. He picked up both his teammates' banners. Now he can just back off of this situation. The best part about Crypto and his actual drone, to 200 meters, you can run away about 199 meters away from the fight and then send your drone in to pick your teammates up. And not only can it pick them up, you can actually activate the respawn beacon. And what's good about his drone is, whether it's a respawn beacon or the overall abilities, opening doors and doing everything with the drone, is a lot faster than it is with a person. So you love that. And ACM, even though they're down, they're not out. Still have 12 teams, so they can't score a lot in placement. As we can see it right now, as I say it, he's gonna showcase it for us. Just 1 tap and he's already revived his teammates in this position. The problem is he's way too close. It looks like Daddy-O is gonna be right there to stop them. He's got to get out of that situation because everybody in the area can see that respawn ship and come down on their heads. And this is what you don't want if you're a player. So he's going to back off and find his repositioned while his teammates try to survive the fight and figure something out. And I'm liking what I'm seeing right now. King, it looks like Kill Switch about to go down also as they battle it out, and they're going at it with Daddy-O. Good stuff from Daddy-O here, just flanking, pushing the position, taking control, holding it down. Shout out to Valkyrie showing exactly how to get it done. But there it is right there. And then, man, there's multiple teams in this area. It's going to get very dangerous. R99 and the Kings are about to get into a fight right now. And, man, you never know how this works out. I've an interesting comp here. You have Caustic, Revenant, and Octane. Well, Revenant and Octane, we know that is the best combo when it comes to aping anybody. But Caustic isn't in that field, so he's a more defensive player. So basically, when they need to relax, call on Caustic. When they want to go at it, they go for it. So interesting stuff, good stuff. I'm liking it, what I'm seeing. So guys, next week we're gonna have a lot of tournaments for you guys, and we're gonna do things privately also. So some tournaments won't be streamed, and we're going to basically pick up the pace on some events. I want to try to give you guys multiple tournaments every week to kind of pick it up. And here it is right here, exactly the type of fun I'm going to have next week on Tuesday. Revenant alting with the Octane with me, and we're just going to start pushing teams like this and pretty much scare them away. As you see, R9 displaying exactly what I'll be doing next week with incredible resolve here to try to stay alive, and they're looking good. And man, the Kings are backing away from the fight. Smart move. It wasn't worth it. You know, Kings are second place right now. They don't want to waste that high of a rank on a fight just to prove that they can take a fight. It might not work out for them. So they backed off. They got a high ground now, and they're trying to suppress. And look at this. They took that push and turned it around, and now they're the ones on the high ground looking to ape 4K here, and they will ape them with a beautiful Eva shots. Oh man, one more shot and that Gibby is down, definitely down. They do have a Wraith portal, not good enough. Great stuff by the Kings right here. This team is elite. I like the way they're playing. I like their poise to get pushed and then be able to push back and not allow that team to stop them. And it's going to be interesting here because their portal, if they portal in, they can grab their teammate's banner, but they have to be worried about Kings here. So they might not take it. And it's looking like 4K about to get hit as we speak. It's looking real good for R9, who's also in a fight with Kings. So it's not an easy situation. Well, you can take one team out. There's always another. That's what makes Battle Royale exciting. And again, Kings with the poise, the right position, holding high ground, playing smart, taking their time, not rushing things, trying to find the best angles on these teams. That's what you want to see from these guys. And man, good stuff by the Kings. I got to give them credit for at least being able to withstand those fights that when they got pushed. And man, look at this. The cages, you got two teams in the cages about to battle it out, but the ring is going to close on half of the cage. So we're going to see these two teams have to rotate on top of each other with the Kings right next door in this fight too. So one team got out of there and the Kings are right behind them trying to fight them. And it looks like Minty Maniacs are not even going to bother. They're going to wait it out and let those teams get aggressive on each other. And this is good for Minty Maniacs. Allow these two teams to finish each other and then get in if they can, if they're really going to be aggressive, and get out there and do some work. As you can see right now, the Kings are consistently fighting. They have DIB in a fight with the Kings. Remember, Minty Maniacs are right next door, so this situation can get out of hand if you make these fights last too long, other teams can come and push you at the same time. So we're gonna see what DIB does. They're trying to rotate, and they should probably get out of there. You know, they do have a Caustic, which is nice to be able to push teams back, but I don't like their positioning. There's not much room to play with, not much cover. Just get out of there and figure it out. It looks like Kings, talking about figuring it out, they're actually fighting down below. And man, Daddy-O right there also. So talk about 4 teams in one area looking real good. Daddy-O, DIB, Minty Maniacs, man. And Minty Maniacs getting hit pretty hard on that last exchange there. And they are about to get pushed by the Kings, but Kings are going down, folks. With 14 points, they're going to end up in 8th place if this last Wraith does not survive this situation. While Wraith teleporting is nice, it doesn't always work out for you because there's can trace you. And she finally found a way to escape, but gets taken out as we speak. And you like that right there by 4K getting a quick kill. Remember, 2 points per kill. So it's looking good for them. Funny enough, ACM is still alive after everything they've been through. We saw them down to 1 player, and it was Crypto. He used his drone and survived and took his teammates and revived them. Lost 1 player, but got another. So they are still in the fight. 4K trying to avoid this fight here and just crawling, trying to sneak his way into the 4th round. Oh, the 5th round, apologies. As we start the 5th round here, only 7 teams. It's getting real. I like it. I like it. I like it. And at the moment, ACM getting hit pretty hard here. Only 1 player left. And it's looking like they're going to just solo this out, guys. And sometimes you got to. Honestly speaking, I know it sounds terrible. Sometimes you just got to solo it in situations that you know the fight isn't worth it. If a team gets caught up out in the open, there's not much you can do at the moment. Look at this. As we speak, 4K and ACM's ratting it out, both players, and they're fighting each other. This is good. This is what you want to see, right? 2 rats. Wraith trying to get up in his face. Can she do it? Let's see. And then she does. 4K with another great takedown. And that's exactly what you want to see. Getting extra points while you're ratting it out. And it was a perfect situation because it was a 1-on-1. He didn't have to worry about a full team. R9 sitting pretty. Let's take a look. And man, Minty Maniacs having the next ring and very comfortable where they are. I'm liking it. 4K just trying to survive and rat it out. He's not in the circle, so he's gonna have to move in. DIB, we haven't talked about these guys much, but they are 10th place right now. They still have a chance to make some noise and get some moves in. They've been holding this area for the last 10 minutes here. They fought off a bunch of different teams to keep it, so they are comfortable. And look at this. Haunted United are moving in, smelling blood. The Haunted are hunting as we speak. Horizon trying to get in and using her Q to get up top, see if she can make it up there. And this is a really great place to be if you can stay up there. She decides not to take it, but up there in those pipes, you can do a lot of work if you have a nice sniper. And oh my gosh, here comes the defensive bombardment. And we'll see what happens with this. Does it work? And it does not work. And they're going to get right back in there on this fight, and it's gonna get real hairy for Minty Maniacs. Will they survive this situation? Man, oh man, getting lit up, but taking down 2 of their players. It's looking like a 1-on-1 right now, folks. Oh my goodness, great stuff by the Haunted. That was ridiculous. And speaking of ridiculous, right behind them, the Rat is just wiping players out, and he gets taken down, almost able to steal that situation with only 3 players left. DIB holding the defensive ground inside. while Haunted were doing a really good job cleaning up shop outside, scoring big points on this game right here. Haunted most likely would end up in the top 10. Right now, they're literally the 20th team with 0 points on the first round, and now they're back with a little bit of a vengeance, but they are getting hit pretty hard, and it's not looking good. One of their teammates are going to self-revive here, see if they can do it. And not looking too hot for their teammates. And here he comes for the self-revive. R99 getting in on the action. DIB going in for the action as well with a Revolt. I love to see this, a different play style that we don't see in comps too often. It's becoming somewhat of a trend now. We've seen it in the ALGS. They're Revolting. This is a fun, toxic way to play when you want to ape a team. And right now, doing really good. DIB, the most confident team in here, with all pushing the pace, trying to wipe out third party this situation. And right now it looks like they might have this win, folks. And yes, they do. DIB team did. Beautiful, beautiful stuff right there. And that's exactly how you want to finish it. They waited patiently. You saw what they did. They took their time and they waited. And it was the right move. As we take a quick look at this scenario, we're gonna watch DIB. This is them. They've been inside of there for 10-15 minutes while these other teams are all fighting, and they just kept looking at the kill feed and checking out how many teams are left. This is very important because this is a strategic way to play. This is going to help you understand what is happening in the field, and it's going to give you the opportunity to make a move. So big props and respect to them as they went forward with that match right there. And again, we're trying to watch it in slow motion here, but this revive wasn't working. They were inside the ring. They had to back off. And man, R99 was sitting comfortable in this situation. They were going to push the last team, try to get into the fight and win it all. The only issue was DIB just rushed them. As you see here, they start to take out. DIB doing really well here, pushing the pace, making sure that everybody knows, hey, don't always rush, just take our time. And this might be the new move, right? A little caustic for defense, and then when you want to ape up, you pull out that Rev Octane. They're calling it Revtane right now where I'm from. So it was a smart move and a smart play all match long, taking their time and then rushing out at the last minute to try to finish off the last two teams. And they try to finish them off as they were fighting. This wasn't a move about getting in before or getting in after the fight. They got in as the fight happened, as you see here. And it was amazing stuff. Smart play. They did it well. They took their time and they handled their business. And that's exactly what you want to see. Good stuff by these guys. Again, they did a really good job. And we're going to probably speed this clip up a little bit, guys. How do y'all feel about that? Let's do it halfway. 60. We're going to speed it up here. And just to finish it off, we'll end this and take you guys over to me for a second so we can talk about something. So just so everybody knows, we are in a match point format. All right, we're not going to do the whole video. We're just going to show it to you. It's the match point format. It's pretty simple. Basically, teams are trying to get to 50. How do you get there? Placement is one way, and the second way is kills. Second game was 2 points per kill. Third game will be 3 points per kill. We do this to be able to amplify chances for other teams to get a win and to, you know, be able to compete in these situations. Very interesting stuff. So every team that you saw at the bottom of the bracket can come up on this game 3. We've seen teams who were at the bottom of the bracket, 15th place or lower, on game 4 get such a big game that they get to 50, and then on game 5 they won it all. And if you go back and watch on YouTube, Facebook, and all the places I have the videos, they're everywhere. And you can see that for yourself and say, man, that was such a crazy situation. And the reason I bring this up is because there are probably players watching this stream and they might think, hey, man, we don't have a chance. It's not looking good. We got to figure something out. We might not be able to win. These guys are almost at 50. It's going to be tough. And it's going to probably make you feel like you can't win. But the truth is you can and you will. And it is super, super interesting, to say the least, to see what happens in these next rounds. With that in mind, let's talk about these next rounds. Let's look at the scores and figure this out. This is probably the best I've ever seen on the leaderboards when it comes to multiple teams, all within the same striking distance. Okay? The first 8 teams all have 20 to 30 points. They're all within 10 points from each other, more or less. And in this next game, 3 points per kill is pretty big, if you ask me. So take a good look right now. ACM still on top, but only by 1 point, because Team Dib, am I calling them Dib, or we calling them, what are we calling them, guys? DIB have 31 points, so they're right next door to them. And what's amazing, that right below them there's about 5 teams all within the 20 plus range. Okay, R9, Kings, Daddy-O, Paper Chaser, Minty Maniacs, Haunted United, all sitting very close to the edge. But what I love most is that you might think teams like SOP, who's 8th, or 4K, or UMP, and all of these guys on the bottom tier today, you might think they don't have what it takes or they can't do it. But guess what? They can. And they will. We will see one of these teams come back and get a win. So pretty interesting stuff. We're about to get into game 3. We're waiting for one team and for the renaming of these teams so we can get going and make it happen. It's been good so far. A lot of great performances and amazing stuff from some teams. And man, oh man, we are just getting started, because game 3 gets exciting for me personally. This is where it starts to pick it up and you start to see amazing stuff from these guys. So still super early, still a lot of points and a lot of things to go from here, but it is looking real good so far. And thank you and congratulations for watching. We want to make that announcement once again just because I'm so excited, guys. I am so excited. We're gonna take a quick look before we start this next match, just to talk about it, baby. Take a look. We are doing private arena tournament next week. I'm gonna say it low. All right, this is turned into an ASMR, right? Since this is my stream and we're not sitting here broadcasting for a company, I can do an ASMR real quick. Hey, listen, we're gonna do private arena tournaments next week. You got your chance. Now's your chance. Sign up. Go to our Discord. Get in there now so that you can play. Because we want to see who really is the best. Show me how good you could be. All right, I'm having too much fun. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have private arena matches. And what you're going to see is graphics like these, right? It's going to be your team versus their team. All right, you versus them. Who's going to win it all is the question. Do you have what it takes? All right, you talk a lot of game and you say that you're the best. You claim that you're the best. I'm not saying I don't believe you. I'm just saying prove it. Prove it in our tournaments starting Wednesday. Get over to our Discord and sign up now. All right. That's what we want to see. Do you have what it takes? Can you get it done? Let me know. With that being said, we're going to start this tournament really soon. We have one team that needs to take care of their business, and then we're good to go. Team 20. And man, oh man, thank you guys for tuning in, rocking with us. Guess what? Just to make it even more of a hype announcement, look at what we got here. Skull Town. We will most likely be playing all of the games in Skull Town because it's a new map and it's a fair game for anybody playing on Wednesday's tournament for Arena's tournament to play in Skull Town, right? I mean, come on. Come on, guys. Let's go. Alrighty. So, that being said, we are ready to go. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Everybody, these players taking too long, to be honest with you guys. We want to get these games going. I just get hyped about the games. It's like, come on. Really, really hyped. Super excited about what's happening. So first of all, next week is going to be crazy. I'm actually dedicating my whole week to this as we go forward. Good luck to all the teams. We're playing in Olympus on this next game, and it's going to be a little bit wild. You got to understand, Olympus is fun. It's so many fun areas and so many great things that we got going on for Olympus. I cannot wait to see what happens in this match. Thank you guys for tuning in or enjoying yourselves, and then thanks to the players for coming in and performing well all of this time. So it is going down. Shout out to everybody in these matches and for everybody watching. Let's go. We're in game 3 right now, and we're gonna see who has what it takes. Last game was pretty insane finish, smart finish, to be honest with you. It was just properly done. The teams DIB just handled their business, and man, I love it. That's the type of play you want to see. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. We are just kicking off game 3, looking at Olympus, and guess what? We're gonna take a look, a little stroll, and check out the team to beat who just won the last game. DIB coming in hot and heavy. And you know, Bonsai is a fun place to drop. There's always action there, but at the same time, if you can control it, you're gonna win big. And with a Caustic like this, they're gonna be able to do some work in these buildings. Caustic always does well in buildings, you know, confined areas that you can't really control or stop him. And pretty interesting stuff right next door. Killswitch getting hit by Expo. I like Expo so far. They are a great team that's been showcasing that a bit here in these tournaments. Speaking of these tournaments, it looks like Killswitch wants to get in on there and try to take them out. Funny enough, R9 is right next door to this situation. You got 3 teams all in this location, so we're gonna see how it plays out. In the start to drop is anybody's game. You all have a chance to do some work. So interesting stuff right now. I like it. I love it. I love it. And ladies and gentlemen, who knows what is next when it comes to Apex Legends, man. This week we got a great update on Tuesday, and then we have season 10 with a new thing. I mean, to be honest with you guys, I'm honestly waiting for July 22nd is when all the new news, big news from Respawn will come out. That's all I can say, and I'm expecting ridiculous amounts of greatness, and you will see. Is all I can say. R99 finally seeing Killswitch, but deciding not to take the fight as Killswitch tries to back off, and they are getting hit by Expo a bit, but Expo also taking it easy and taking their time and not trying to rush the scenario. You don't want to be caught up in those drama points, okay? And we're just gonna let this play out for a second and give you guys no commentary. When was the last time you saw that? And here we go. Expo trying to survive the ambush from R99, a team who's always performing very well when they showcase their skills. They've been doing really good. I love it. So shout out. Let's go team Forever 21. Somebody's giving 21 a shout out. Let's check them out right now. Brother and sister combo without a third right now, but they are amazing players. If you go back and check out one of my streams last week, we played arenas and went on like a 5-game winning streak or something like that easily. And you're talking about kids who are not even teenagers yet, you know, and they don't play Apex like we do religiously. They play it casually, and they're that good. And think about it, are the generations before us, how they weren't good at all the things that we're good at, and just the evolution of our society is pretty amazing. I'm always proud of these guys doing really good right now. J3 and Crummy both trying to just stay alive in this situation. It's looking like Minty Maniacs are right next door to them, so we might see some action in a little bit from these guys, and they're just doing the right thing, trying to hold their position and take their time. And speaking of take their time, there has been a little bit of action. It's looking like right now the action is going to kick off for Paper Chasers deciding to get up high ground to hold it against Team A's. I'm going to call them Team A. And right now, Team A's been doing pretty good. They got a couple kills, took out on a couple teams. And now they're going to end up battling because next door, Paper Chasers are waiting to try to ambush the situation at some point. Again, it's still early. You don't know who can do the job and get it done, but it's anybody's game in this situation here. 2-on-3 for Paper Chasers. They allow their teammates to go down, so that is tough for them. And A just sitting very comfortable. This is one of those things where multiple death boxes means you're getting free loot. You don't have to rotate so much. You can get straight to the center, not worry about looting up, and just holding a position after a good fight. That's why I like to get into fights. I don't get into fights sometimes necessarily just to kill people and to do any of that. I think about a couple of things. Farming damage so I can upgrade my shield. You know, being able to loot their death box and take everything that they have so I won't have to run around and try to get caught up while I'm looting. There's a lot of reasons to be in fights, and it's not all about just taking someone down. So knowing how to be smart and utilize your intelligence is very important in them situations. And man, some of these teams who are great teams losing players like Team King, who we've seen perform very well, and you know, they're right next door to being able to be one of the top teams overall. Team King right here with 26 points. Both players down. They're going to revive them right now, but it's a dangerous choice because there's a team right next door, and I don't think they should take this shot, and they should back out of there completely and not revive their teammates there. Find a new rotation position and just be smart about their positioning, because it looks like 4K doesn't know that they're there, but is close by, and it can disturb everything you're doing when a team sees you respawn somebody. So interesting. Kings are just going to wait it out and hope that they rotate far enough so that when their teams drops, they'll be able to stay within the fight and hold it down. And this is a good spot because there is some good loot there, but the question is, will 4K come back? Doesn't look like they'll come back. They're holding down another spot, and look at this, they're getting bombarded, and they're about to go against Fuego, a team who we've seen also recently in a tournament. Fuego and 4K are both trying to rotate into the ring, but they're going to bump heads very shortly in this scenario. So interesting enough, they're going to meet up in Carrier. This is a good place to be for a fight. A lot of cover. Could even use some defensive players and hold positions. And as I say that, R99 is also in the building, guys. So you got 3 or maybe possibly more teams right in this area, and it's gonna get real.
I think someone's been over there.
Let's see what happens here. And apologies, they're
Check out here.
deciding not to take the fight.
Medkit here.
And Fuego been in this ring this whole time since we've backed off of them, and it's not a healthy place to be, but sure enough, you can get out of that fast enough and get back into the real world, as they say.
Back here. Level 2.
But waiting for them next door will be 4K and R9 right at the edge of the map, looking to get into some action. They're waiting for the action, guys. It's going to be 3 teams bumping heads, and here goes one. R9 looking for the push, trying to take care of business. I like what they're doing here, but they're being too aggressive. Multiple teams in the area. This might come back to bite them. They're going to hit a rev ball right in front of the other team. They're going to push that team and try to grenade them. This is amazing shots right there. Great stuff here by R9. I'm loving it. And now they can get back into that fight again and pretty much push the teams back. And instead of doing so, they're going to back off also and slowly pick teams apart. They're taking 2 teams on at once. That tells you the bravery, the confidence, the skill level. R9, just incredible stuff. They push one team all the way out, and then they have 4K pinned down at the where the ring is. So great stuff by R9 right now, being able to do so. That's harder than it looks, guys. I promise you that. And it was really good stuff by them. And of course, they're deciding to get in there from a different angle, as you can see right here. You want to catch them from the left side. It doesn't look like they're going to take it, though. Smart move. 4K deciding to just back off and rotate, which is another good move. Pretty great stuff right now from both teams. I love it. R9 just sitting comfortable. I like what they've done so far. They've been able to really take care of business in that situation. It's only 14 teams left, and we're going to take a look around, stroll through some of these teams as we go. It's looking like SOP getting hit pretty hard by R9. Once again, R9 not giving up on these fights, man. They're chasing teams down. I mean, right now, if they can get a lot of kills, you got to think about it, right? It might end up with 50 because they already have 20. I'm sorry, R9 has 25 to be exact. 25 points plus what they have so far, not counting placement, and they're sitting comfortable, and they can keep elevating to take it to the next level with 5 kills, and that's 15 points already from that. So pretty much they have 40, and look, they're gonna turn this up right now. If they get all this right here, they're about to hit 50, folks. Oh my goodness. And they actually do wipe out another team. Like I just said, this can take them to the next level. They just need to finish one last player, and he is running for his life. The Wraith trying to get out of the place. She's on the chase, hoping to get this right here, but they in her face, and oh man, what a finish right now. R9, as long as they stay alive, pretty much 1 point away from taking it to the next level and having 50 to be able to be eligible. Now, eligibility does not mean anything without actually winning it all. So if they can get into this bracket right now, which they will, most likely the next game they'll be able to get match point. So we'll see what happens. So far they're still here. It's still an early fight. It's still very, very early, and we'll see what happens next. It's still super early, guys. Good stuff by them, though. You love that type of performance. You love that type of energy. And right now, Minty Maniacs, talking about energy, these guys are always very strategic about the way they play, and I love it. And as you can see, a defensive bombardment right now being used to get out of this situation. This is an offensive and a defensive thing. It's called defensive bombardment, but really he can be used on a defensive stance also with that ultimate. And they're being careful, watching their front and their backside, trying not to get hit. It looks like Paper Chasers, with only 2 players, 1 player's down and out, are going to try to make a move and take charge of this situation. We don't know how it's going to play out with these teams. Honestly speaking, I'm confident that Minty Maniacs will make a play here. Once they see that there's only 2 players on that other team that can have a chance to take the fight. But Paper Chasers doing really good, pushing them back and taking their time, and they're in the rink, so it's a good positioning for them, and just want to hold it as much as they can. I don't like this positioning when it comes to behind them. There's a lot of rotation areas that they can get hit from. Until the ring closes, it is not exactly the place you want to be, but being very, very careful as they could be. 2 players here trying to survive. It looks like Minty Maniacs do not want to leave this area. They want to take that fight. They're just waiting probably for their ultimate so the Valkyrie can get them all the way out of that situation. I'm pretty sure that'll be the case if we pay attention to see what happens here. They're in the ring though. They don't have to do much at this moment. They are trying to suppress teams, and again, this is where it gets crazy because Paper Chasers deciding that they want this money, they want these points, they want to win, they want to showcase that they are the real deal. This is no game, folks. It is the real deal.
Hey, we got bad guys over there.
And man, oh man, I'm loving it. I am loving it. So it is going to be a battle right now. Unless Minty Maniacs decides to Valkyrie out of there, they're going to have to take this fight. And it's funny enough, they rotated and stole Paper Chasers' position. It was a great position, and Paper Chasers gave it away, trying to ape Minty Maniacs. And wow, speaking of that, they're getting taken out by A's. AD and Aces. I'm going to call them Aces, guys. They are both right next door to each other, and it's gonna get crazy with the finish here. Last 5 teams, who knows how this will play out for the finale. Cannot wait, because you only have 5 teams, and not everybody here is on top of the leaderboards. Okay, some of these teams were in the bottom of the bracket, and they are stepping up. You know, AD only had 3 points. Now they're getting a bunch of kills and placement, so they're going to be sitting comfortable. ACM had 32 points, and right now they're sitting right up top of the world. To be honest with you, they most likely will be reaching 50 on this next game. On top of that, DIB had 31 points to start off with, and they also are sitting very comfortable to basically reach 50 on this next match. So you're talking about a lot of teams performing well and taking it to the next level, being able to possibly get to 50 and be eligible to win. Of course, it's not over when you get to 50. Once you get to 50, you have to win the next game. This becomes skill. There was a gentleman talking about, oh, that team got so lucky that they won. It's like, there's no luck. It's all skill. You're able to beat out 19 teams. You'll be able to beat out 57 other players that want you dead. You're able to win multiple games to get to 50. You're able to get to 50 and be eligible for match point and then win the next game. That takes skill, effort, coordination, and so much more, and no luck. Luck doesn't exist to me personally. I believe in effort creating opportunity. Opportunity making it seem like it's luck when it's not. It's all skill. And that's what we've seen plenty of times with these teams who put in the hard work and get good, whether it's hip firing, whether it's crouch spamming, whether it's rotation and knowledge map, being able to use your abilities or working as a team. all of those things come into play in these type of scenarios and situations. You're fighting for your life and your teammates' life, and you got to coordinate together properly, or if not, you will not succeed, folks. Just the hard truth. All right, no luck at all. And speaking of luck, there's 3 teams on the board with an A on their names. All right, there's Aces, AMD, and then AD. I'm sorry, ACM, AD, and Aces. Plus, of course, Minty Maniacs, who pretty much have a decent position to finish this off. All of the other teams are out except ACM, who's holding down the center right here. They pretty much have the low ground, but the center of the ring. So they're sitting comfortable in a good position. The problem is teams like Aces have to get in somewhere, and they're going to decide what is their best fights, right? When you're playing, your focus is, what is my best opportunity here, and what do I got to do to win this? So in this position, everybody's figuring that out, and it's easier said than done. Of course, you know, we all can say, oh, I would have done this, or I should have done that, or everybody got something to say. But in the end of the day, can you perform? Can you exceed expectations and go from there? And then speaking of go from there, looking like Ace is getting hit pretty hard right now. They're trying to figure out what to do here. I'm liking the crypto being used, and heads are being scanned right now. It's looking crazy right now, and I like what I'm seeing by this push right now from ACM, trying to wipe out another team. Doing a really good job here, and it looks like they're gonna get third party. They're about to get third party, and you like this third party from Aces. They're doing a really good job pushing the pace, trying to get in control, holding down. And as I say so, Maniacs coming in for the quadruple right now, and my gosh, they did wipe that out, and this is it right here for the finale, folks. It is about to get real. The last 2 teams, ACM trying to recover and get their healths back, not given a lot of time to do so. It's looking like Minty Maniacs are in good control here, but getting hit pretty hard as well. And man, oh man, ACM losing a player. So here it is, Minty Maniacs for the finish. It looks like one of the players are going to back off and give them breathing room. There's only 1 player left in ACM. Can he do something here? He's getting hit pretty hard. It's looking like Minty Maniacs are going to take the battle, finishing him off with the EVA 8. Woo! Talk about crazy. Beautiful ending to that fight. Minty Maniacs even using the Valkyrie ult at the end there to show you guys what it means to be the best in Apex Legends. Great stuff by Minty Maniacs, and I promise you, they had 26 points before this match. That right there will 100% put them over 50, because they did very well. They scored enough to possibly get to 50, and we're gonna pay attention to this last fight here. Aces were cleaning up shot against ACMs. They were trying to work the position here, but Minty Maniacs came from behind and pretty much wiped them here. As you see this replay, we're checking it at 50% speed instead of full speed, just so you can see how it all played out. And Minty Maniacs actually gave ACM a little bit of time. ACM got to heal up a little, and they got to revive themselves enough here for a fight. If they came a second earlier, they would have wiped them out, but they gave them time to heal. And as you saw, ACM put in a couple pieces of damage there to Minty, but not enough to take him out. And Minty was so confident and comfortable, they didn't have to worry much. And all they had to do was go and close the game to be able to stay in control for this scenario. So really great stuff by them. And that's the type of stuff you want to see from a championship level team that is so good at what they do overall. Minty Maniacs, you can see there with the finish. I even like the way, not just the finish, guys, but the way that they came in for the Valkyrie ult right here. As you can see, just good stuff overall. That's the type of play you want to see from these guys. Just good, good, good. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. Let's take a quick second and check this out right now. We got all week long. We are going to get you guys in on the action. You're free to come on board and be a part of what we got going on today. It is interesting stuff we got all week. Next week we're gonna have tournaments on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. It's gonna be a mixed bag though, since we have arenas that we just announced, and I'm gonna take a look at that. Let these teams join in right now as we go, so you can see the official arenas flyer that we just posted today right now for you guys. So go ahead and sign up if you love arenas like I do. I personally really love arenas. It is so much fun. You know, I'm a Titanfall player. Titanfall 2, that is my game. And arenas doesn't have Titanfall, but it does have some fun stuff. So it's a different piece of Apex Legends right now. Battle Royale is the best of the best that you can have, but it's nothing like arenas, and you're gonna see it. Watch, I promise I'll make you a fan. If you come over to my stream a lot and you've been watching consistently in all the different channels, I promise you will love arenas when I'm done with it, as far as my esports tournaments and events for you guys. Okay, so rock out, get with it. It is going down. I appreciate you guys. Again, your team can be featured in this. If you look at this cool little flyer we got here, your team versus whose team next week. You sign up and we'll set you up and we'll see if you really got what it takes. You know, everybody talks a good game and it tries to sound like if they're the best in the world, and it sounds good until you have to face another team who believes the same thing, and then we'll see what you have. So I'm going to give you guys a moment so you can understand what type of stuff we're doing. This next portion that I'm about to explain to you guys is also for the arenas matches that we'll do too. So tournament series for Battle Royale and arenas. And let's break down the roadmap for the Battle Royale. Welcome to Apex Legends by Court Battle League. We have a tournament series where everybody is invited to join. Whether you're PC or console, you can enter these tournaments and have a chance to advance and get into our championship series. The tournament is based off of you guys. We have events every single week for you to enter for free right through our Discord. Head over there, check out the information. Feel free to contact me, Mag Gamer, and I will gladly help you out on how to get involved with this amazing community. And these tournaments have been a blast to organize and cast. So you're looking at the roadmap for our tournament series. The roadmap has many dates. Every single week we will have tournaments. So we don't have these dates here for you, but if you head to our Discord, you can check out our schedule and see when you can enter in our next events. These events are community events, meaning everybody is welcome to join. From here, you will be entering to compete to get into the majors. Just to take a quick look, closer look, these community events are for everyone and they have a chance to enter into our majors. The details about our community events are pretty simple. It's open to the public. Players can sign up and compete and hope to make it through this qualifier so that they can get into the majors. You wonder what the majors are. These are where only the top teams are able to enter. So once you win the community events, you will automatically be entered and advance to the majors. Majors will have an invite-only process. Moving on is after you make it into the majors. If you can win that, you will go into the championship rounds. These rounds are amazing with top tier teams and players. Only the best of the best and the winners of our majors will be able to compete in the championship rounds. This is going to be something that Core Battle League is excited to bring to you guys, and we can't wait to see who gets crowned the Champions Legacy. Taking a step back and looking at all of the roadmap, you, the community from here, will have a chance to compete in our tournaments to get into the majors. The majors will be announced sometime in July, and we will have you guys ready to go for the championships in August. So far, it's been an exciting time, and we have a lot more in store for you guys with this event, and we hope you enjoy our tournaments as they go on. This video will be used for the community to understand exactly what we have to offer. Once again, everybody is welcome to join these. They are every single week. They are free on every platform. If you have any questions, head over to the Discord, get all the information you need, and join us as we enjoy Apex Legends together. As your commissioner and your caster, this is Mad Gamer thanking you, and we hope you enjoy. Let's talk format. Apex Legends Champions Legacy Tournament Series has a very unique format. It is called Match Point, a system that Respawn themselves created for their tournaments. We decided to take that format and add some extra twists to bring more excitement for the community. I'm going to break it down into details to help you understand exactly what to expect. 20 teams will enter into our private lobbies to play Battle Royale. Teams will be facing each other to reach and score 50 points. Once they reach 50 points, that threshold makes them eligible for a chance to win the next game. The way they get to 50 is through placement points and elimination points. Placement points are as follows, as you see on the screen. First place gets 12, second gets 9, third place gets 7, etc., etc. Elimination points are where we add multipliers. The first round, each kill will be 1 point. On the second round, it'll go up to 2. In the third round, it'll go up to 3. As you can tell, each round will boost the number of points you get per elimination, adding more excitement. When a team does reach 50, when they reach the threshold for match point, they are eligible to win the whole game. But the only way they can win is if they place first place after reaching 50. So your team wants to get high placement and as many kills as possible to make it there. The exciting part is, as the rounds progress, kills are worth more points. Ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to give it a quick break, I guess. No audio for you guys, just the scores so you can see what is going down right now. There's 3 teams that are eligible to win it all. How this works is teams have to get to 50. Once you reach 50, you are eligible to win if you can get number 1 on the next game. So this game coming up, game 4, if these teams can find a way to go ahead and be number 1 overall, then we'll be fine. Who are these teams? ACM, Minty Maniacs, R99, all are eligible to win it all. But guess what? If you're watching and you're one of the players, I can guarantee you that you are not alone with the chance to win it all, because all of these other players, you're talking about 17 other players, other teams coming at you to take you out. These teams have a chance to ruin the fun for the eligible players and shut them down and take it to a game 5. All right, it is a chance of a lifetime for these guys. It's possible, and we've seen it happen plenty of times before. So be ready as we go forward, looking really good. And man, oh man, we're going to get started with the game 4. It's going to be on World's Edge, and all the teams right below. In any score that you have, you're going to be able to score 4 points per kill. All right, that means you wipe out a full team, you're going to end up with 12 points if you kill a full team. Never mind placement points, never mind other kills that you can get. So it's going to turn wild right now. The amount of teams that can get to 50 and be eligible to win, they still have a chance. All they have to do is shut down ACM, Minty Maniacs, and R99. And again, easier said than done, because those teams have been performing very well. And when you're hot, you're hot. There's no stopping you in those type of scenarios. So let's see. Again, I'd never try to make a prediction on which team will win, but you can tell these teams that are strategic, like DIB, who took the game by strategically, patiently positioning themselves in the best spots. Things like that that are just perfectly timed, like the third party that we just saw from Minty and Ace against ACM. So a lot of different stuff happening for these teams and these players to be able to take the chance to win and take the whole game, guys. So it's anybody's game. Never, and I mean never, think twice about what's happening. And while we do that, we're going to think twice about switching off here and giving you guys a view of multiple teams and different areas on what could happen in this map. You can check out where a lot of these teams are going to drop, see for yourself, and try to get a feel for what's happening. The drop zones are very important for those that, let's say you're new to Apex. Let's imagine there's some new viewers who never heard of this game. Pretty much you get to drop anywhere on the map that you would like, but guess what? There's 19 other teams trying to come for your neck. So your job is to drop smart somewhere where you know you will be able to loot up, get your act together, and get things rolling from there. And man, it's always interesting when I see this starting points, because some teams like dropping hot on purpose. They feel like very confident about who they are and their abilities, and they won't just play it safe and smart like most people do. A little bit contested can be good, because you're going to be able to farm damage and pretty much eliminate teams. But I like it personally. The more strategic play, the smarter setup overall. Just the way I like to do things. And thank you guys for all watching, all across all the platforms that we are on. I'm gonna give this a quick swirl so you can see from one player's perspective. Forever One family holding it down over here in a very dangerous area. Skyhook, very popular, where a lot of loot is. And if you're looking for action, this tends to be a good area. And speaking of that, already we see the broskis coming on in, getting in on this action, and they're about to get into a fight with Team Forever One fam. And that's gonna get interesting right here, because you know Forever One fam's a young kids who mother given them permission to play in the tournament, and they're actually a family member of mine, so I'm rooting for them personally. My nephew and my niece. So you're watching J3, my nephew, and my niece is Crummy, and they're about to get into a battle here, rooting for them and hoping that they can put in some work, and we'll see what happens here. Against them is the Broskis. We're gonna call them the Broskis, guys. These guys are looking for the action. Actually, they smell blood. They took a couple shots. They didn't get any type of damage in there, so it wasn't a big deal, but they did see where the teams are. And oh my goodness, talking about C, a team who does put in some real serious work. SOP is in the building also, so they're looking to push the pace right now, and they might be trying to take out Forever One Family, and they're definitely getting aggressive here, and they do take out one of the players, and just great movement here. As you can see, SOP, just a solid team that's been doing this for a while. As they go, pushing the pace, couldn't find a kill, chasing down and taking out Forever One Family. But guess what? There's 3 teams in the area. It doesn't look like SOP is going to be all alone. Everybody's hunting for blood here. The Broskis are next door. Aces are right up the block. You're talking about a lot of teams in this scenario. And who knows how this plays out when it comes to all of these third-party situations. You would think the best team wins, but sometimes it can be this team that surprises the best. Whoever gets that third-party push or just the angle on another team. And that's what it's all about, positioning yourself to be able to have some type of entry point on your fight. And so good, so good, so good. And everybody's rotating, deciding to get out of that situation. Smart move. And speaking of smart move, one of the few teams who can win it all, ACM, currently in a fight. They're fighting Daddy O. Daddy O has 25 points right now. That means that they are eligible to win it all if they take their time and get some kills and placement. They'll be able to handle their business, possibly. Again, it's easier said than done, especially when you got a team like ACM deciding to rotate and get out of that scenario. And it's looking like they're actually rotating into Daddy-O, but not close enough. They're going to keep the high ground on the backside here of Daddy-O, which can be good, but also pretty bad for them. So we'll see how this works out. Super interested in ACM's decision. Look at this, very comfortable and confident, not worried too much. And you like to see that because strategic wins championships. All right, all of this aping does not always win. You got to be able to play smart and hold your ground. And Daddy-O still smelling the blood in the water, but not taking the fight. Also just trying to play the position. And speaking of position, Minty Maniacs, another team who's eligible to win it all. If they can get first place here, they will win it all. So pretty interesting stuff by them. And so far, so good. And man, AD already getting pushed by Superman. And looking like they're about to get wiped very quickly. Somehow escaping this situation, but Superman about to ape this. They're going to finish it off. Do they have what it takes? Easy thirst here. Nothing much to see. It's a tough situation for them. But man, SOP coming in on the action against Superman. Man, remember, there's only a couple teams eligible to win it all. And SOP trying to get in there, so they got to play somewhat aggressive. They have 19 points right now. They're a great team, but it's not that easy. And oh no, look at this. They get a Kraber, but they're getting shot up at the same time. So really dangerous situation for them. They shield swap, sitting comfortable. Supermen are trying to push them back. And we'll see how this plays out for them. They're taking their time right now, trying to get into position. You like the fact that they picked up a Kraber. This means you're going to get scary shots Once you start hitting with Cravers, everybody in the whoever's around or gets hit by one, that team starts to play a little more passive and worried about the fight. And that's what you want, because if you can hold a high ground position in the center of the ring, every team will be afraid of you and they'll be ducking behind cover at all times. Unlike when you're shooting them with pebble shots from a rifle, where everybody can still push you or pretty much just stay out in the open without worrying. So Cravers are just good to intimidate, take down, and destroy a lobby if you're good with your shots. And man, we still have a lot of these teams sitting up comfortable that can still win it. Remember, R9, Maniacs, and ACM all have a chance to win it all. They're actually sitting pretty comfortable at the moment, so not much to worry about when it comes to all of those players. They're fine. Everybody's up and everybody's strong. And at the moment, speaking about strong, Superman coming out hot right now, taking out multiple teams, and they're going to be scoring big right here if they can. Let's see. Let's take a move on over to where it's safe, folks. Where it's safe. You have a lot of teams just playing smart. You know, if you're a team that's not actually able to win, to me, your goal is to try to find the teams that are, and don't rotate into drama too much, because you don't want to give up your guns and give the people who are eligible to win a chance. So basically everybody starts playing a little more smarter and strategic. You don't want everybody to just ape it out all the time, because you don't want to give another team a chance to win. So you want to be there to take out those top teams, right? ACM, Minty Maniacs, R99, they all have a chance to win. And these teams that you're watching, teams like Fuego, UMP, Aces, SOP, all trying to eliminate these teams and hurt them as much as possible. Daddy-O still in the building. You know, these are the things you want. And look at Minty Maniacs in the ring, very comfortable. A nice comp with Valkyrie, Octane, and Gibby. Just overall a balanced setup here. You have that jump pad to be mobile, to push or to get away. You have the Valkyrie to rotate or even push with her also, and she can scan beacons, and just overall her ability to get high areas is really good. Then of course Gibby, the foundation to most comp builds. He's pretty much the backbone for a lot of teams for years now. I mean, not much better than that. Speaking of not much better, it's looking like 4K wants to get into some action. See how much better they can do right now, trying to suppress Superman. And Superman keeps getting into fights, man, and they don't have a lot of kills on the board, but they're always in a fight all round long. And it's good because you're farming damage and you're going to be able to get your shields higher even if you don't win a fight. As long as you don't lose it, you can get some damage out. It's going to help you drastically. And great stuff by Superman, being able to rotate and get themselves deeper into the ring, doing what's right. But right next door to them, ACM. This is a team that can win it all, and they are behind the Supermen. So we'll see how they play this right here. It's not a good position to be coming in the ring last all the time if there's a team there that's griefing you. But we'll see what they do. And you want to pay attention to these teams that can win it all. It can get crazy. And of course, we're in game 4. Usually our tournaments 4 or 5, maybe 6 if we're lucky. We'll see that. I don't mind going 6 or 7. Might be a long night for me, but it'll be a fun watch and fun casting. the craziness that we can see. And not looking good for Aces, losing a player. And it's looking like Broski's. I want to push this and try to take Aces out in a second when they heal up. And Aces got to revive their teammate and get him back into the ring. And it doesn't look like they're going to. And man, oh man, it's going to be multiple teams fighting actually right next door. As you see right here, Daddy-O trying to take in a fight. And they're trying to do some work against Superman. And we'll see what happens here. Superman fully decked out, ready for war. And they're taking teams out right now. This is what you want to see from a team not in the top bracket. They're 12th place at the moment. They have a chance to get on top on this one game. If they can eliminate the 3 people that are eligible and be able to come out on top, they're going to be eligible for that 50-point match point system. And we'll see. Again, it's easier said than done. There's always some type of drama going on everywhere, and good stuff right there by Superman, taking out 2 of the 3 players from Daddy-O. Daddy-O is gonna rat it out for the rest of the round. And this is the type of action you want to see from the champs right here. Minty Maniacs holding the high ground, keeping in control of where they are. But the problem here isn't about holding the high ground, it's about being able to win this game. Okay, so do they have what it takes to finish this off is the question. There's a lot of teams in their area, and the ring's gonna close and make it even tighter than ever, you know. So if we took a look, and we are gonna take a look here, get a little overview to be able to see where Minty Maniacs dead in the center of this building. That's one of the teams you want to take out, but they're surrounded on every side. So every entry point that they have, there's a team that can eliminate these guys from possibly winning. They are eligible to win it all. And if they keep this ground, I mean, it's a strong point. They want to keep pushing teams back. But there are multiple teams right in front of them, behind them, to the side of them. So pretty much on every angle that they have somebody that can push them. But it's a good position to get deeper into the ring from. And they're doing fine with that. So you love their strategic positioning, and right now nobody's daring to push them just yet. And it looks like UMP might be the ones to get in on this action as they walk into the building nice and easy. And now they're about to push Minty Maniacs, and if they can get Minty Maniacs out, they're gonna help this lobby stay alive. And right now UMP trying to be the MVPs, bringing the action to one of the eligible teams to win it all. Let's take a quick look and see the action for ourselves. Minty Maniacs with the Mastiff trying to hold it down. The Gibby Bubble goes up, multiple Gibby Bubbles, and now this is all about who will play it best in the Gibby Bubble. Great shots right here from Minty Maniacs. UMP trying to get in on the action. They step out. They back out of the fight for a second here. They got hit pretty hard. Minty Maniacs surviving that. Looks like R9 is coming in to try and take out Minty Maniacs, and they take out one of their players. R9, another team that's eligible to win it all. They pushed in with the Rev Alt and took over that area. Not only the area, they took out one of Minty Maniacs players, and they're looking around to try to finish this job as Minty Maniacs go right under the staircase and look for some action. I'm loving what R9 is doing here. Again, this is a team that's eligible to win it all, and they're pushing the pace and trying to shut down UMP from being able to push them. And very strong resilience here to be able to withstand UMP's third-party push and take out one of Minty's players. R9 doing the right thing and it's working together using that Revolt. And man, I love their play style. And guys, are we sleeping on R9 right now with this amazing performance? You know, that Revolt, Octane pad, and then the Caustic to hold down areas. I mean, they have shown some really special stuff. It's looking like UMP, one of the teams who performed well. They haven't had a great time so far, but they are still in the fight, okay? And man, oh man, it is wild for R99 doing really good here with 8 teams left. Minty Maniacs only have 2 players. They're actually going to lose their third player right now, which sucks for them, but they still got 2 players that could still win it all. You never know. That being said, don't ever sleep on these sleeper teams. Right now, ACM trying to finish it, trying to figure out what they could do in this scenario. They lost another player. That's another team that can win it all, but it might not be able to. Again, these are tough fights, and it's easier said than done to win it all. And man, oh man, looking really good for multiple teams with tons of kills. You're gonna have teams eligible to win it all if this goes to a game 5. And the question is if it goes to a game 5, because you don't have any answers right now. A lot of teams getting wiped out and getting hit pretty hard. I'm liking what I'm seeing from R9, the teams that's eligible to win with one of the best positions. The problem is they have to rotate in a couple seconds here. In about a minute, the ring will close on them, and they're going to have to get to the opposite side where they're shooting at is exactly where they have to go. The map will close right over there. So the teams that they'll be griefing will be the teams that they will end up having to fight on this next situation. And it's looking like teams underneath are going to be very comfortable and confident to at least survive for a little while longer until this next ring comes in. And man, it's going to be a wild finish, guys, with 9, well, make that 8 teams. And there it is, folks. Oh my goodness, Minty Maniacs have been eliminated, guys, and you love to see it. Why? Because it might mean another game. Insane, but great stuff by Minty Maniacs so far, performing very well. The last 2 teams that are eligible to win it all is ACM. They only have 1 player, and R99 with 3 players and still sitting strong. Top tier material from R99, doing a really good job to stay alive and hold this position, but they're gonna have to rotate. Okay, they're gonna have to rotate, and they're gonna do it right now because they don't have a lot of time to rotate. They need to be able to keep their position in the ring, and here they go. They're pushing slowly from the edge of the circle, trying to get in. If they can do this right now, you're gonna see something crazy. Well, don't sleep, because we still have other teams eligible to win that are also in the mix at the moment. And as a matter of fact, that's it. The only team eligible to win it all is R99, and right now they're getting hit pretty hard. 1 player left. If the lobby somehow takes R99 out, folks, we are going to see a game 5, and we are game 5, 100%. All because the lobby took out all the possible winners. And man, oh man, get ready for game 5. I love it when there's a game 5, because that means a lot of teams will be eligible for 50. There's only 4 teams left right now, but honestly speaking, the Kings, Paper Chasers, and Aces are all sitting pretty right now, about to show off and show up. And we're looking from DIB down below, ratting it out. I think he's probably going to be in the worst possible position. Everybody's going to know that's a free points for them if they bum rush him, full squads versus him. And there they go. They took him out as we speak. Most of these guys are out. DIB just sneaking, hiding, holding his position, while the rest of these teams are fighting to try to finish it off. Now this round right here, the final round, it gets a little crazy. The ring goes very slow, so players don't have to push right away. They just want to hold the best possible position and then force other teams to use their ultimates and use all their utility. Once their utility's gone, you hit them with a couple grenades, push them, and take the win in that fashion. Of course, there's other methods. Of course, anything could happen, whether it's a Revenant ult or, you know, Octane jump pad, something insane play that you can do. But the standard is to hold the center, force a team to make a mistake, and then capitalize. And here it is right here. The last 4 teams playing it smart, not pushing the pace, not forcing the action, trying to take their time and do what's right. And speaking of doing what's right, already you see some fights happening, and it's gonna be some bad action for DIB as he gets wiped by Aces. They saw the 1 rat. They wanted that extra 4 points in this round, And now they're going to throw their Gibeon to try to get up top. We'll see how they play this. What's rough about this for Aces is that they can't even get into the ring. They're going to be down below, stuck here with nowhere to go, no way to get up. And there is a jump pad. Actually, as I say it, they get saved by somebody else's jump pad, but they might not make it into the ring. And they did not. It's looking like Paper Chasers are in a fight with the Kings. The Kings have the best position. Great stuff. An amazing finish. The Kings win it all. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to game 5. I told you guys it was gonna be crazy. And man, oh man, was it. Let's check out this finish here. The Kings had a full deck and they were in the center of the ring, very comfortable and confident. Other teams were struggling going through things down below, and pretty much they didn't have to worry much when this situation got out of hand and you saw how it played out. You noticed that team below was going to have a struggle to figure it all out. And it was interesting enough because while Aces were performing very well, and they probably could have won it if they were able to get up there on time, two of their teammates died to the ring, and one player pretty much got up there to be a decoy so that the Kings could go ahead and take the win. So you talk about incredible play here by the Kings. Patience was a virtue, okay? These guys used their ultimate on the other team. They pretty much gave the win away here, Aces, by jumping up on this pad and being a decoy for the opposite team and causing confusion. And it pretty much gave the Kings the easy finale in that scenario. And that's what you want to see. That's what you love. That's what it's all about right there. It was insane. And at the best that you could have right now. You got to love it. Check this out. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. Just want to say hello. Hi. We're going into game 5. Game 5. Game 5. That means more teams will be eligible to win it all. I'm so hyped. I'm going to text my mom. Hey, mom, we're going to game 5. Look at me. That's how I'm feeling. She's going to be like, what are you talking about, bro? What? She's 62. She don't know nothing about that. Game stuff. You do game stuff, right? That's what she'll tell you. Hey, what do your son do? Gaming stuff? Game stuff. And just incredible. Humbly grateful for all these amazing teams so far who showed up and showed out. It's been a blast. It's been insane. We're literally going to game 5. We're going to check the scores and get into all of that in a second. But I want to make my announcement again, man. For those that are just tuning in, Apex Arena Legacy is happening very soon, okay? As the scores being updated for this tournament, I'll update you once it's fully done. But at the moment, man, oh man, what an amazing time to be an Apex player. We're going to have Apex Arena tournaments and not no kill races, none of that corny stuff. No offense to everybody that does it. I just think the best of the best is when it's private, when it's real, when it's a full deck of players who really are competitive. When you play in public lobbies, you're playing against people that are not as sweaty or not trying as hard as you. So it's not the same as playing in a private lobby the way we have for you to be able to compete and win. This is the real deal, guys. So come by next week. Sign up in our Discord now, actually, before we get started. Get in there and see what's up, you know, and get involved, because you can be next in this cool little feature right here. As you can see, your team versus another team. Of course, we don't know who's entering, but we're gonna have multiple teams, a lot of matches, a lot of great fun for the arena. We're gonna just do a fun setup, and I got the great idea of how the format's gonna go. The only thing I'm worried about now is time base. I'm going to give all of Wednesday for arenas. And then Thursday, we'll jump back on these Battle Royale matches and we'll keep building from there as we go. So it's looking really good. And just so you guys can understand the format, not going to give you guys a lot of time. We're going to continue these matches and show you the leaderboards once they're ready. Just take a quick look at this. Let's talk format. Apex Legends Champions Legacy Tournament Series has a very unique format. It is called Match Point, a system that Respawn themselves created for their tournaments. We decided to take that format and add some extra twists to bring more excitement for the community. I'm going to break it down into details to help you understand exactly what to expect. 20 teams will enter into our private lobbies to play Battle Royale. Teams will be facing each other to reach and score 50 points. Once they reach 50 points, that threshold makes them eligible for a chance to win the next game. The way they get to 50 is through placement points and elimination points. Placement points are as follows, as you see on the screen. First place gets 12, second gets 9, third place gets 7, etc., etc. Elimination points are where we add multipliers. The first round, each kill will be 1 point. On the second round, it'll go up to 2. In the third round, it'll go up to 3. As you can tell, each round will boost the number of points you get per elimination, adding more excitement. Just pause all that. You guys know how the format works. We're just gonna cut that video off real quick so that you can know. Listen, it's easy, all right? Whoever gets above 50 will be eligible to win it all. It's really that simple. And the leaderboards will update right before your eyes, ladies and gentlemen. It is insane the amount of teams we have, and this is a perfectly designed tournament. I have to tell you, it is amazing the fact that we get multiple teams eligible to win right now. There's literally 8 teams that are currently able to win it all. I repeat, that teams that are above 50 points have a chance to win it all, but the only way to win it all is by actually becoming number 1, winning this match. So the next round, you have to actually win the whole match. This can't be that you sit there and do not win. All right, if you're skilled and you're really a great team, you know how to win. That's what it's all about. The objective of this game isn't about how many kills you get. It's about how good you are at winning. Okay? And man, we are very much excited about this. And just to give it a quick rundown, we're going to start the next match right now, but we're going to give it a quick rundown on the overall. You got 8 teams that are eligible to win, which is ACM, Paper Chasers, R99, Minty Maniacs, The Kings, DIB, 4K, and Aces. All eligible right now to take this game and win it all. You know what that means? Everybody else wants to fight and destroy these guys. And what's fun is that everybody has a huge chance right now, because in this round, every kill will be worth 5 points. So pretty much teams can go bananas and easily score. So if you wipe out a couple of teams, if you wipe out 2 teams, it's going to be 30 points for you. There's no way you don't catch back up. The catch there is, sure, you'll get to 50, but you have to stop the other teams from winning also. So you got 8 teams to look out for. which is crazy to say the least. So, I mean, it's doable, but it's the challenge of the day to say the least. And let's just take a quick look at the setup here to see where everybody is and what is going on in our lobby. Man, oh man, we got a lot of teams eligible. It's hard to keep up with every team here, so hopefully Envy can come in and be a helpful guide when a team that's eligible to win, she can announce it to me if I don't get to see it, because there's so many teams. Imagine they're all dropping, they're fighting each other, and everything is going wild on this next section here. Could be very, very interesting to say the least. And all these teams are already on the move now, and we're going forward. It's gonna be great. I can't wait. I like to see this in third person a little bit, and as we go, we're going to showcase game 5 happening now. Every kill is worth 5 points. There's 8 teams eligible to win this tournament right now, so who knows how this plays out and what we got going on for today. And let's just take a look around, take a little look and see what these teams are doing. They're pretty comfortable and confident. It's looking like Slump, a team trying to figure it out, down 16th. They're getting into a battle right now as we speak, and Paper Chasers are fighting against Slump, and not a good look for them because they lost a player and they got to recover his banner. But it's 2-on-3 at this moment, and it's gonna get real serious for Paper Chasers right here. And of course, the decision is to take this fight, right? Slump is healing up. They're trying to recover to figure it all out, and they got to get in there within 40 seconds. And it's looking like Paper Chasers are going for it. They don't like what they saw, and at the moment, Slump trying to recover from their current fight, and they're gonna heal up and try to get it together. When you drop hot, you don't have a lot of weapons, you don't have a lot of anything pretty much, and you're basically in survival mode, and it turns into the Hunger Games, and that's what Battle Royale is pretty much. And maybe it became popular because of that, but the original Battle Royale was actually in the 80s. Bomberman, the video game, came out and created that. Look at this, they might actually get their teammates banner. Oh no, they missed it, and that's it. They should back out of this situation. And Paper Chasers is a team that's eligible to win it all, but guess what happened? They lost one of their players, so for the rest of the game they're going to be fighting uphill battles against multiple teams. So that is good for the lobby, but bad for them. And as we speak, we see Superman and 4K, another team that's eligible to win it all. Doesn't have what it takes right now with the fight that they were in. They survived it, but who knows what's next for them. And it's looking like DIB with 61 points also eligible, and they're comfortable, and everybody's kind of relaxed right now. And this is a good time to take a second and regroup and find the right rotation for the ring. If we look at the ring, you can see a lot of players are already dead center in the ring, but this means a lot of fights will happen early also. So you're gonna see that type of action kick off shortly, and I love it. That's what I want personally. And as we say that, DIB, a team that's eligible to win, going ahead and briefing Fuego. Team Fuego hasn't done so well. They're 15th place right now, but if they can get some kills here, they'll be right up there. Again, 5 points per kill in this round. That means there's no excuses that you can't catch up. The only worry here and the only trouble is having to eliminate all the teams that are eligible to win it all. That's the toughest part in this fight, but DIB, really great team. And look at this, they start griefing Fuego, pushing the pace, and oh man, they get taken down. Fuego hurting pretty bad. They get eliminated pretty easily there, and not looking good for them. But as we speak, we're looking at ACM, a team that's eligible to win, about to get into an engagement with AD. So 3 teams in this area: Superman,
Just spotted someone out there.
ACM, and AD. Can this go into a game 6? We've not seen a game 6 in any of our tournaments just yet, and I am all for it. As a viewer, I'm watching this with you guys and enjoying it, but I've never seen it.
This dude's not with us.
And it would be interesting because that'll mean more teams are eligible, and it'll take it to another level of action. And so far so good. Slump getting hit hard and disrespected right now, losing 2 players in this fight right here, and Ace is doing really good, taking control. They only have 1 player to worry about, and they're just confidently looting. And Slump trying to get in there. Is it worth it? These guys are down to 16th place, but they are looking to try to get into this fight. It's not that easy, especially when you get in third party there type of scenario. You get an ambush. I mean, speaking of ambush, let's take a relaxing moment here with the brother and sister, the young kids under age. They're not 13 yet. J3 and Crummy. Both these guys, forever one family. Such a beautiful sibling team here, and really proud of them as kids. Smart, and this is my niece and nephew, to be honest with you guys. Just a little heartwarming moment. I love them to death. They're always make me proud. Super smart and just amazing kids. And yeah, they're in the middle of a fight right now. They're just scouting it at the moment, which is smart. You don't want to push the pace if you don't have to. They have a good ground in the ring, very comfortable position, and that's what you want to see. And other teams around them, you know, will look to push the pace and get things rolling. And you got to be very careful with great teams like Minty Maniacs, who are right next door to SOP. But it looks like Minty Maniacs do not want the fight. They might actually rotate on the jump pad, or look at this, they're going to stay. And they're probably going to end up bumping into a couple of these great teams. And this is one of the best teams we've seen today. They're literally right there with Minty. And I don't think they notice that there's Minty's right outside, but man, oh man, they're right outside, right next door to each other. And it's going to get real soon. You like this defense, and you would think Octane and Revenant would be very offensive focused, but you can see their caustic is keeping them grounded, and basically telling them don't push, let's hold off, and waiting for the right timing. And you got to respect that from them. You would think, you know, Octane and Revenant, everybody hates on it, but it's a fun way to play, and I'm glad we see it in the tournament because it's rare. And I don't encourage or discourage any of this stuff. It's all about enjoying yourself and having a good time. This week coming up, if you want to play with me, I'm going to be Revenant. I hardly get to play him, and I'm going to play him next week once his heirloom comes out. So good stuff by these 2 teams. They're just posturing each other, as you can see. No action yet, but it's pretty much what you want to do. And they actually probably know that they're both able to win this tournament, and they want to eliminate the other team. I would take this fight because you don't want to just let them get away. If you can shut them down and give yourself a better chance to win, to me, it's the right thing to do. It's going to take you to the next level and lift you up further, because the possibilities right now with so many teams still on the board is scary. It's scary. And speaking of teams on the board, we're gonna kind of address the teams that are on the board right now. Right now, it's looking like 4K is completely out. That was a team that was eligible to win. ACM also out right now. They did not win it all. Those are the only 2 teams that were eligible, so that means there's still 6 teams right now eligible to win it all. And that's what you want. It was like DIB decided to not take the fight and push out and rotate into the ring, which is smart, but they got to be careful. There's a team right next to them, and it's going to get very real. As you can see, AD is about to get into it. Man, imagine when Skulltown comes back. It's going to be fun. AD trying to stay in charge. And they actually decided to rotate also. So it's going to be a lot of teams going into the circle right now with DIB trying to push in right now against Minty Maniacs. It looks like 2 teams are coming in on Minty Maniacs, but they'll end up fighting each other instead of fighting Minty Maniacs. So we'll see how it works out here. Right now, Minty Maniacs is holding them back, doing a good job keeping that pressure and positioning to be able to have that psychological battle also, where it's like, hey, we'll fight back, better back off and keep them away. And what happens now is AD is about to get pushed also, because there's a team right next door to them, DIB, who can come in at any moment and pretty much push them also. So smart move here by AD. This team is not eligible to win it all, but they're right on the cuff. They have 39 points. So if they can make it go another game, they will be right there eligible to win it all. And so far, so good for AD, rotating properly into one of the best high grounds in the area. I don't know if they have what it takes, but we shall see. Superman looking to take this ambush right here. Again, Superman are the sleeper team with 40 points, 9th place. They're right there on the cuff to winning it all. And you can't sleep on teams like this who can change the whole game for everybody as they go. And right now they don't have any kills, but they're in a good position. They have the high ground, and there's another team right next door to them who's gonna give them some trouble too as they go. And as we speak, R9 about to rev alt into it. Here goes the 8 machine, baby. That's what you like to see. And this team is eligible to win it all, but they're not playing it safe. They're going for the kills, baby. They're going for the eliminations. They want to give themselves a chance, and they're actually fighting UMP, a great team who hasn't had the best night, only has 28 points, and they're getting hit pretty hard. Looking like UMP might get the better of them in this situation. UMP getting very aggressive and pushing back, and UMP can beat the spoilers here. I love the fact that UMP always getting aggressive against the teams who are eligible to win it all, not afraid of them. And right now they're going in on this action. The problem is that Caustic is a pain, guys. It's very difficult to deal with. I know a lot of people don't use him, but when he's around, he's somebody to think about, and he's disturbing. He'll stop your whole game plan, and he'll just make you think twice about entering buildings and things like that.
Extended energy mag here. Level 3.
And as of right now, R9 doing a good job getting out. They're gonna save themselves in this situation. Incredible. I didn't think they were gonna make it out of that. I thought it was gonna be a fight to the death, but man, great stuff by R9. They still have a chance to win it all. It is looking really good for them. I love it. And UMP also just getting in the ring and taking their time, sitting very comfortable. This team has performed very well for our tournaments, and today, you know, might not be eligible to win on this game, but they can play the spoilers because they have a strong team and they performed very, very well. So again, AO Aces, they are above 50, so they can win it all, and they're getting into a fight right now against Daddy-O. And we're gonna see what they can do against this team. As of right now, Daddy-O deciding to spread out. That was an insane Mirage and Octane jump pad. Really cool stuff from these guys. I loved it. That was interesting, jumping off with your ultimate on the jump pad. I've never seen that in the tournament, and pretty good stuff by these guys. And look at that, Aces understanding that they're eligible to win, but not playing passive, not hiding out. They want the smoke, guys. They want the smoke, and it looked like Daddio is gonna have to come get some action here, or just rotate out of there. They lost a player. They got to pick him up, do something. And right now, just sitting comfortable, waiting it out. Smart moves. We're gonna go ahead and rotate and see what other type of action is happening right now. And it looks like SOP, a team who's also not eligible just yet. They have 36 points, can get into the action right now and do some moves, get a little better positioning, and go forward, folks. And there's only 10 teams left, and there's still a lot of people that are eligible to win. So, okay, we're gonna see what happens here. Team R99, Aces, DIB. All of these teams, like Minty Maniacs, all have a chance to win it all. And here we go right here. The fight happens. DIB not being afraid. I love the fact that they are eligible to win and they're playing aggressive. Of course, this Revenant always gives you the confidence to play aggressive. Look at this. They take another team out, guys. Woo! Good stuff by them. And man, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. DIB coming in the building, wiping teams as they go. And you gotta love it. And right now, only a few teams that are eligible to win are still here, but it's more than enough. All right, DIB's been performing extremely well today, and they are very confident, having the high ground, but they got to rotate into the ring shortly. So I'm not sure what they're thinking here. They want to push some teams back and try to get in safely. It's a tough situation, and I would rotate to the right and just go all the way around if I can. Either way, you're going to get into a fight. Either way, you're in trouble. There's so much action going on everywhere. And it looks like R9 is trying to survive all of these fights, and hopefully they can and showcase, you know, their amazing plays so far. Really good stuff by these guys. Really like their aggressiveness. And at the moment, deadly stuff, guys. AD going down bad. It looks like Minty Maniac's doing a good job to push them back. And R9 getting hit hard, but hitting back just as hard and taking out a couple players. Not finishing everybody, but man, it is insane. It's looking real quiet for the Kings, who've been top tier material this tournament as well, but they're just playing smart here and picking off or griefing teams carefully, playing carefully. That's what you want to see. UMP can play the spoilers here. Again, a lot of these teams are eligible to win it all. AMD, UMP are not. It's the only teams in this lobby that are not eligible to win it all. So if you're a fan and you want to see a game 6, you're rooting for UMP and you're rooting for AD. AD's got one player. This might not work out for him. But UMP, if they get taken out, this means we are literally going to game 6. I mean, we're not going to go to game 6 if UMP gets taken out. If they find a way to win this whole match, we will have the first game 6 in our tournaments ever. And I'm for it, baby. Hey, man, it's Saturday. I canceled all my plans all week for you guys. And we are here at the grand finale for the week. I'm taking a break tomorrow. I'm going to see my mama. Hopefully the family wants to go do something or something, take a walk on the park. I don't care. But other than that, tonight's the night, man. Let's go to game 10. My voice will be hurting tomorrow, but hey, I'm down. Kings right now sitting pretty, very confident in where their positioning is. They can hold this as long as they want. The problem is they don't have a Gibby. I'm not sure what the Mirage pick was. I think this is a hard flex, telling us that they're that good. Shout out to the Kings for picking Mirage. Big respect. And look at Gibby trying to survive this situation. It's a dangerous situation. The Kings are right above UMP. And the problem here is if they
any type of bombardment on top of these guys, they're going to be in deep trouble up there. Kings are not sitting comfortable. I'm not sure UMP understands that. I don't think they can see their comp. But man, good job by Kings here, just destroying, almost taking out this. He has to throw his bombardment. What is he waiting for? Oh my goodness. Come on, Gibby. He has to do it, and he's about to get taken out. Kings doing a good job cleaning up shop out there. But guess what? They are not alone. And ladies and gentlemen, I believe we're going to see a champion right now. R99, Minty Maniacs, DIB, and the Kings are the last teams eligible to win it all, and they can get this money bag right now. Every team here left has a chance to win. This is it, the final match, game 5. We're not getting a game 6 tonight, maybe next week if you guys can extend it to that game 6 eligibility. And man, oh man, it is going to be a standoff for a little while here. Playing smart, you don't want to push anything just yet. You want to heal up, gear up, be ready for the last fight here, and then take your time and destroy whatever you need to do. It's a lot of high ground areas, but also a lot of places to flank and push. And we're gonna watch this bombardment right now on R99. The Minty Maniacs trying to finish the situation and hurting real wild style. There's gonna be a lot of third partying right now. DMP trying to finish off also. 4 teams still up, but hurting. A lot of teams are hurt pretty bad. DIB possibly the best overall with their Revol. They're about to go ahead and try to finish this right here. Can they do it? One last team. He's about to close this out, ladies and gentlemen. His Revol saves him, and he's coming back into the fight to try to finish it with the last team. Gets taken down. It's only 1 player left on that team, and it's looking like the Kings are going to be the Kings for tonight with the win. Amazing stuff right there by the Kings. Congratulations. And man, oh man, what a finish. Thank you so much, Kings, for performing so well. We've seen you guys killing it all game long, and then we got to watch that ending there where you played it patient and waited for everybody else to get into some action. And what's cool about this is these last 4 teams were eligible to win it all. They all had 50 plus. And man, the Kings just played it very smart. As you can see, Minty Maniacs were trying to rotate in, and they started pushing, and they were trying to hit R99, and they were trying to get the job done here, and it didn't work out for them, as we know the finale of this story here. But this is just a replay. And what you saw was DIB also third party this situation and try to get a little bit closer for the win. And it was working, actually. If Kings weren't there, these teams would have won right here. But the problem is Kings timed it properly. As you see, Minty Maniacs fighting with R9, taking them out slowly. Then right there, it was just DIP versus the Kings. The Kings of tonight. The champions, they are moving in, as you can see. Getting aggressive there with only 1 player left. This is where the finale happened, and it was a great push. The Kings literally had a full deck. They came in last minute and closed it out, giving themselves a chance now to automatically be eligible to win it all by entering into the majors. Congratulations to Team King for what they did there. Incredible game, incredible stuff. Man, oh man, what a night. All right, game 5s are always the best. There's always craziness going on with a lot of teams eligible to win. We had a lot of great stuff. We're not done here. We're going to go into the scoreboard. We're going to go check out all the stats. Why is this important? It's not just because we already know who won the game, but these other teams are being scouted, and they are being seen by a bunch of orgs. And on top of that, we are scouting you too. So stay with us for a couple minutes as we go and get these scores up to date and get them to you guys. Speaking of up to date, man, stay up to date on what's going down, right? Right now, next Wednesday, well, this Wednesday coming up, you're going to be able to play an arena
private arena matches, and you're going to be able to enjoy yourself and have some fun with my boy. Yeah, boy. On Wednesday, I will be running tournaments. Honestly, on Tuesday, I will be running tournaments for the private arenas. Tuesday is going to be scrimmage, but I'm going to do a test tournament on Tuesday. And then the official tournament will be Wednesday for private arenas. Okay. After that, the official Battle Royale tournament on Thursdays. We're going to have 2 starting at 4 p.m. If you can get on early, maybe you're on the other side of the world or you just have enough time to get on at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard. We're going to run one whole tournament, finish it before 7, and then jump on to another tournament at 7 o'clock. So it's going to be a wild finish, guys. For this next week, we're going to have arenas tournaments, private lobbies, and the Battle Royale also. So you have a chance to get involved on both and enjoy yourself. Let's take a quick look at some of these graphics for the arena. We're going to have a versus place where your team name and all that stuff can be in there. But you got to be on point. You got to be with me. You got to be ready to go. Don't sleep, all right? And man, it's gonna be a blast because guess what? Skulltown map will be in town next week. All right, so you're gonna get tons of fun happening next week. So I'm guaranteeing every day starting Wednesday 6 hours of tournaments. So Wednesday will be arena, Thursday will be Battle Royale, and then we'll continue to announce other days for you guys. Of course, next week's a holiday. I don't have much planned. I want to be with my family. Whatever they say goes. So I won't be around for 4th of July unless I just jump on casually to just hang out with you guys after I see the family. But that is the format and setup. And if you want to look at the schedule, this is a little bit outdated. We do have July matches. We're gonna change this a little bit as we go. We're gonna check the scoreboards in a second, guys, so be patient with us as we make sure everything's up to date and proper. But man, it was insane. It's a beautiful day, beautiful week. 4 tournaments for you guys. I'm tired, man. I didn't get to play no video games for myself that much. Normally I stream and play a couple games. I didn't stream one day, I don't think, this week besides like Monday or something. So you'll probably see me stream tomorrow just to relax after I see the family. Maybe tonight if I can catch my breath and get some rest, probably shower, get a little snack and come back. But it's been a blast and it's been my pleasure to bring these to you guys as we go forward. Oh man, it was a crazy finish too. I got to give it to Kings, man. They surprised us. We knew they were great. You know, R9, 9, Kings. And I mean, there's a long list that I can go by for this week. Even the top teams from the past couple of tournaments, you know, they perform well, but other teams outshined them today. And you could see it by the way the Kings finished that tournament there. They really put in the work. So you gotta love it. You gotta love it, and it's been good. And we are still here, ready to go forward with the leaderboards and try to close this thing out. It's a lot of work going into these tournaments, and I'm gonna take the next 2 days to run through the emails that I got about the future of Core Battle League. We've already had a bunch of different things go on with Core Battle League, but I'm taking it to a different level now, and we're just going to be business in the near future. We've always done community and charity events, but I do feel like we deserve a lot of sponsors and partnerships, and, you know, send me those contracts, basically. Send me those contracts. Anybody watching, y'all know we the greatest. Y'all know we the best. There's nobody better out there at the moment. It's a lot of great people, and, you know, I'll give a shout out to His and Hers, amazing content creators. You got Excel Gaming, you have Dad Gaming,
You got console gaming. There's a bunch of different companies that do good, but they really can't compete with what we got when it comes to presentation, organization in general. And this is not a cocky thing. This is just let's be real, you know, let's just be real about it. And we appreciate everybody supporting us, and we're gonna make things better for you guys as we go. So with that in mind, I just got the news, and here we are looking at the updates. Oh baby, man, we could just do another one. We could do another one right now. That's how hyped I am. It's like, come on, let's go again. And what's crazy is I know players want to keep going. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know players want to keep going. I don't doubt it. So we'll see. We'll see what players say this coming week. Again, we did a lot this week, and I think we're gonna slow that down and have multiple events in one day. All right, that's gonna be the new format that we go with. But yeah, share your thoughts, share your feelings, tell me what you like, what you love, and get involved. Congratulations to the Kings. Not only did they win, but look at the score that they scored, 165. That's nice. Then you got DIB putting in work with 110, R99 97, Minty Maniacs 95, ACM with 82, Aces with 80, Paper Chasers with 74, 4K. And you could just see like teams could have made it. UMP with 52, they could have made it to be eligible in this next game, and it would have been more action. But sometimes it'd be like that, right? It happens, and you got a lot of great teams. It's not easy to compete against these guys when if you don't play every day and you don't play with the same team, and you know, it's harder to compete against people who do that. So congratulations and thank you to everybody who played. And man, oh man, I just want to take a second to say thank you everybody watching and enjoying. It's been good, it's been fun, and man, we are not done. Come back on Tuesday specifically to play arenas. I haven't put out the information, but I am thinking about doing 4 o'clock starts, something like that. I know that not everybody can play at that time, and then we'll have different tournaments along the day, multiple events so far, just to do a little something different. All right, so thank you guys so much. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I'll see you soon. Congratulations to everybody, and man, oh man, Core Battle League is so excited and grateful for you guys to be a part of what we do. See you very, very soon. Take care. Peace. One love. Mad Gamer out of here.